the health and status of Jakob Poeltl, who missed last game with an illness. He's back. He's playing. So the Raptors starting to get healthier almost across the board. Once Bruce Brown is back, dare I say, you're at full strength, which is something the Raptors haven't been since, I don't even know when. Certainly not this season, but I'm talking about even going back
August.
to last year.
August?
Yeah. March, February.
Yeah. But it is good. It is good to be getting healthy. And as I said, we were talking about it with Michael Grange in the pregame. The conundrum comes in now. What do? Do you kind of continue on the present track? Because it has to be an organizational decision. I just love the way these guys are playing and they're competing. And I think you need to reward that.
We're going to be getting the national anthems in about a minute and then the starting lineup. So maybe I'm going to hold off for now on Jonesy's keys to victory. I've got to assume, as always, one of the keys will be turnovers because the Raptors, unfortunately, gave it up too often a couple of nights ago against Oklahoma City. Now, granted, they were number one in the league in terms of forcing turnovers and creating points off turnovers. They were coming off a game where they had scored 40-plus off turnovers, and they certainly took advantage of Raptor miscues the other night. And you certainly have to be wary of the Dallas Mavericks as well. With 3 Hall of Famers in the lineup, they can do some damage in a hurry. But as we get you set for the Raptors and Mavericks on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
A Tim's Donut and Coffee is the original collab. And right now in Toronto, any classic donut is $1 when you buy any size original or dark roast coffee. Get a deal on the iconic duo with a Tim's Dollar Donut. Plus tax at participating restaurants in Toronto for limited time. Terms apply. See app for details.
Discover more value this holiday at Loblaws. Until December 11th, save over 45% on pork side ribs for $2 a pound. And get family-size boneless, skinless chicken thighs for $4.77 a pound. Conditions apply. See flyer for details.
Your chance to save big isn't over. RedTag.ca's Black Friday exclusive offers are now extended into Cyber Week with up to 80% off on breathtaking all-inclusive beach vacations, flights, cruises, and hotels. The savings just keep rolling. Plus, visit RedTag.ca today to get your promo code for a bonus gift card of your choice worth up to $300. Don't wait. Book now at RedTag.ca or call 1-866-5-RED-TAG. Offer ends December 8th. Certain conditions apply.
RedTag.ca.
'Twas the nights before Christmas, and Santa was stirring. His elves were in agreement, as they were conferring. For jolly St. Nick needed extra space, and Access Storage was the perfect hiding place.
When you need space like Santa, head to Access Storage for safe and affordable storage solutions near you. You can create the space you need when you need it. Access Storage. Shop Canadian, store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at over 100 locations in Ontario. Visit accessstorage.ca.
Great goal! Let's go to Dave at the bench.
Oh, what a shot, Gord. Last time we spoke, you had been really tired. Not anymore.
Yeah, snoring all night. Losing sleep ruins your game.
Problem snoring? Suffer from sleep apnea? Invest in yourself. Call Dr. Paulette Pillersdorf. She'll use her laser to help treat your snoring and oral appliance like a sports mouth guard for your sleep apnea. Your partner will thank you.
Thanks, Gord.
Book your appointment with Dr. Paulette Pillersdorf. Call 647-243-2006.
How do you, Subway holiday lover?
I'm dreaming of a turkey sub.
Well, hold on to your chestnuts for Subway's new festive faves meal. A 6-inch turkey sub with cranberry Dijon, crispy potato rings, and 2 red velvet cookies.
Ooh, jingle my bells.
No thank you, but all this delicious and fixins for just $8.99.
Yum. Maybe some sugar plums.
No idea what that is. The new festive faves meal. A merry $8.99. Only at Subway. At participating Canadian restaurants. Extras additional. Terms and conditions apply.
By the fireplace.
The holiday savings event is on right now at Visions Electronics. Incredible savings on TVs and home audio, appliances to headphones, laptops, and more. You'll find amazing deals for everything under your tree. All your favorite brands at the lowest price in Canada guaranteed. And take up to 36 months to pay interest-free. Plus, you save even more when you pick up in-store. The holiday savings event at Visions Electronics. See all the deals at visions.ca.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you as we get set for the starting lineups of the Mavericks and Raptors. We're going to get the keys to victory in a couple of moments' time as the Raptors roll into this ball game at 7-16, coming off a loss 2 nights ago to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Mavericks, as I mentioned in the pregame show, one of the hottest teams in the league. They've won 6 straight. They are 9-1 over their last 10 games, a 15-8 record overall, which has them officially in third in the West, tied for second, though, in terms of the actual record. Let's get the starting 5 for the visiting Dallas Mavericks, and we'll turn it over to Herbie Kuhn.
6'7" forward, number 25, is P.J. Washington Jr. From Washington State, a 6'6" forward, number 31, is Klay Thompson. Out of Duke, a 7'1" center, number 2, Derek Lively II. From Slovenia, a 6'7" guard, number 77, Luka Doncic. And out of Duke, a 6'2" guard, number 11, is Kyrie Irving. The head coach of the Dallas Mavericks is Jason Kidd.
There you have it, starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks. The keys to victory brought to you by your Ontario Honda dealers. Get home court advantage on every drive with the new Civic Hybrid, proudly made here in Ontario. Visit your Ontario Honda dealers today. Jonesy?
The first key, Eric, is you called it, and I will too. Turnovers. Got to look after the basketball. Just can't let those guys get out in transition and get going. It will be a very, very difficult task. Number 2, I think you got to find a way to combat their size. They've got some big guys up front that do damage. And you look at a lot of the numbers, Eric, like the rebounding. Dallas is 6th, Toronto's 4th. The three-point attempts, they're 23rd, Toronto's 29th. Free throw percentage, Dallas 22nd, Toronto 20. There isn't a big difference. But then you look at the field goal percentage, Dallas is 3rd in the NBA. Why? Because their big guys are getting them a lot of shots inside and close to the basket, and that's something that I think Toronto's got to combat. And lastly, get after Luka. Make him work on the defensive end. Something he's not great at, and you can take advantage of it. They can hide him sometimes, but not all the time.
The keys to victory brought to you by the Ontario Honda dealers. Here are the starting 5 for the Toronto Raptors.
Bringing the saga to the 6. It's time for number 9, R.J. Barrett. From Kansas City, wearing number 30, the young guy on the front line. This is Ochai Abashi. Holding it down in center, the big number 19, Mr. Double-Double. This is Jakob Poeltl. The kid from Kansas, wearing number 1. You know the name. Make some noise for Grady Dick. And your Raptors, NBA All-Star at 6'8" from Florida State. Make some noise for your boy, Scotty Barnes. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Darko Rajakovic.
There you have it, starting 5 for the hometown Toronto Raptors, still in the midst of this homestand, which will continue into next week as the Raptors will get set for another one coming up on Monday night. And home cooking's been pretty decent for the Raptors overall. It's about trying to make hay when they hit the road as well, but take care of business tonight if you can against one of the best in the league. Again, the Dallas Mavericks. The Raptors this season at home, 6-5. 1-11 on the road.
I sense a bounce back tonight after being slapped pretty good by OKC. This team's way too prideful to kind of lay 2 eggs in a row like that. I just see a much closer, harder fought game tonight from the Toronto Raptors.
Kyrie Irving getting set to check in at center court. A bunch of Maverick fans sitting a couple of rows behind us, and Irving just gave the head nod and Pointed to the crowd. They like that. The acknowledgement from Irving. I've always given him that, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Might be talking about a flat earth, but he's always been engaging with the fans and a good personality. As now Luka Doncic gets set to step out on the floor. Raptors right in front of us in their third jersey, the black trim with the red and white. Dallas in the white uniform trim with the dark blue. Scotty Barnes with the black goggles on. Didn't he wear the black one time and he didn't like him and he turfed him and brought back the red?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to keep an eye on the goggles tonight.
The red didn't do so well in the last game, so maybe he's on a superstition kick. And
I'd be changing a lot from last game.
Yeah, I would too.
Socks, shoes, whatever. And I don't mean just Scotty. I'm talking everybody. That's one to just wash away, right? 10, 10, 20?
What was that? Flush it? And who was it said, which coach said, no, we're not going to flush that?
Who was that? Yeah, who was that? Pirtle wins the opening tip into the backcourt. Scotty Barnes tracks it down.
Meanwhile, the Clippers got beat badly the other night, and Tyronn Lue said, yeah, we're flushing that one. If you're Toronto, you flush the last one.
Pirtle out on the wing, far side, inside the arc, covered by Lively. Gives it up now to Ochai Agbaji over on the wing to Grady Dick. Good look at a three for Grady. Missed that one. Tapped by Barrett into the hands of Ochai, but deflected and then into the hands of Kyrie, and Dallas controls. As the Mavericks bring it up across center. Luka's got it out on the far side, well above the arc. Barnes on his right hip now on a switch, picked up by Grady Dick. They go back over, and it's Barnes back on Luka. Luka's got it on the far side, now driving down toward the right block, off glass and in. Easy bucket for Luka Doncic.
They got a little bit confused in terms of their switching there, and Luka got a step on Grady. They did a good job the first time not switching.
Grady in the lane, running floater goes, and Dick ties the game at 2s. Back the other way, Jakob Poeltl picks off the outlet pass from Luka Doncic, but then can't control it, and it ends up going out of bounds on the baseline, and the Raptors will indeed give the ball to Dallas.
Well, Dallas, one of the top teams in fast break points. Toronto's third, Dallas is fifth. They like to pitch it ahead too, and I love the fact that Poeltl was not loafing on the way back.
19 on the shot clock officially as Poeltl had an established possession. So 5 ticks did come off the shot clock for the Mavs as Klay Thompson knocks down the jumper. A long deuce inside the arc here on the near side. It's 4-2 Dallas. Grady, cross court, left to right, over to Scotty Barnes. Now it's Jakob Poeltl on the arc near side. Looking to give it up, and he does. Back out on the perimeter toward the logo at center. It's Barnes. Shot clock down to 8. Scotty turns, fires over Thompson. It's a north side 3, and the Raptors lead 5-4.
Scotty's stepping into that with a whole lot of comfort this year. Wasn't real successful against OKC, but it did a nice job on that one.
Lively has it. Covered by Poeltl, gives it up to Luka. Luka trying to go back to Lively, and again in the pass lane was Poeltl to pick it off, force the turnover. Here comes Barrett down Main Street. Goes up and under with a right-hand scoop. Got it to go. Raptors lead 7-4.
Live ball turnover and great ball pressure being applied to Luka. That's 2 or 3 that he's thrown that the Raptors have been in the passing lane.
This time Doncic to a cutting Kyrie. Lays it up and in. Took some contact. And we've got a delay of game warning against the Mavericks as Dallas did convert on the bucket to pull within 1 at 7-6. Barrett to Ochai straight away over on the far side now. On the wing, it's Poeltl back to Ochai near side. Back to Poeltl, who drops it to Ochai. Now he's on the far side driving down toward the basket. Was looking to give it up to Poeltl. And Klay Thompson runs into Poeltl, goes flying through the saloon doors on the baseline. It'll be Raptor ball with 10 on the shot clock.
I thought Ochai could have been a little bit more selfish on that when he turned the corner. And it was as if he was looking to make the pass rather than looking to score and be aggressive.
Raptors inbound to Barrett. In the paint, and he dips in between 2 defenders, Lively and Luka, and scoops it up and in.
1 defender and 1 statue. Luka stood
Jonesy
there.
Is the #1 fan in the Luka Doncic fan club.
Of the one-way players association, Luka, Jokic, guys that don't play the other end. He's a great player, but you got to give me something at this end.
Well, Barnes is going at him right now. Now he hands it off to Poeltl. Push shot, little one-hand floater goes. And the Raptors lead 11-6.
Lively has to come off to defend or help defend the driving Barnes, and that left Poeltl wide open.
Out on the far side inside the arc, Thompson goes up top to Lively, back over to Luka on the wing. Now up top straight away, Luka, step back over Poeltl, Yak got back to stick a hand up there, and the Raptors come down with the rebound off the Doncic miss. Here comes Barnes on the near side. Ochai, good look at a three. Abaji couldn't come up with it. Rebound to Luka. Ahead to Kyrie on the near side. Kyrie gets by Barnes into the paint, lost the handle, got it back in the far corner. Klay Thompson three ball is clean, and the Raptor lead is cut to 2.
Grady, if you haven't had a chance to play against him, guy once scored 62 points touching the ball for 1 minute and 10 seconds. He will get rid of it.
11-9, 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Pirtle had the ball poked away by Lively, gets it back, now goes far wing to Barrett, turning toward the painted area, gets the free throw line just above it, now drops it down to the block. Far side, Pirtle turns, fires. Might have rushed that one a little bit, and he missed the shot.
I like the fact that RJ looked for him down low.
Luka weaving through traffic all the way to the Timney, blows the layup, but Dallas gets the ball back. Up fake, sidestep, set the feet. Thompson missed the three. Barnes with the rebound for Toronto. Brings it across center, directing traffic. He's toward the near sideline. Now brings it back towards center. Finds Grady Dick off the screen, turn, fire, and wow, Grady missed everything but the backboard. Tough look there for Grady.
Well, he had his mind made up he was going to shoot it instead of seeing what materialized.
Now Luka drives towards the 10, kicks a pass out all the way to the perimeter. Missing the three ball was Washington. Lively keeps it alive out to Luka. Far corner. Now he sidesteps over Barrett and buries the three. Dallas back, leading 12-11, and Darko calls a timeout.
Well, that's where, as I said, combating the size. Lively on the glass, very active, and helped get that one and another opportunity for Luka.
It's 12-11. Dallas now leading the Raptors with 7:24 to go here in the opening quarter on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Sam had aspirations of opening a clothing boutique. She called Alpine Credits and was sent a speedy superhero to help with a business loan. Super speed doesn't translate to radio, but when our hero runs, she sounds like this. If you ran at the speed of light, you'd sound funny too. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Your holiday bonus awaits. Visit your local Subaru dealer for details.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590. The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. This quarter brought to you by Desjardins Insurance. Get insurance that's really big on care. 7:24 to go in the opening frame. 12-11. Dallas leading Toronto.
Offensive rebounding, Eric.
Yep.
Something to keep an eye on. The rebounding is 6-3 right now for Dallas. Second chance points. 3 of them coming on that last one by Luka, but you got these guys, Lively, Gafford, these guys that keep the ball alive, and their sole purpose is to give the Mavericks, their team, a second opportunity.
Raptors were up 11-6. It's a mini 6-0 run right now for Dallas as Toronto tries to come up with something here out of the timeout. Scotty Barnes will bring it up across center. Barnes with 4 assists already in the ballgame on 5 Raptor field goals. In the near corner to Barrett. RJ missing the 3-ball. Rebound pulled down by Luka.
Really good play, really good look.
Ahead to Washington on the far side driving. Missed a one-hand floater. Rebound to Pirtle quickly to Barrett. And RJ brings it up across center. Down low to Scotty Barnes. Nice catch and a two-hand dunk.
Wow.
Kyrie just missed the steal. Barnes caught it, turned, and dunked all in one motion.
That was a ooh-ah kind of entry pass, but it worked out.
One of those no, yes. Backing down on the block far side. Washington turns, fires, and this time gets the floater with the left hand. And back and forth we go as Dallas jumps on top by one.
He's one of the most underrated guys in the league.
Great pickup for the Mavericks, no doubt. Pirtle, tough pass, and a first turnover for the Raptors as Dallas picks that one off. Luka has it above the arc, throws it over on the near side to Kyrie. Irving trying to work against Grady Dick right now. Shakes him with a couple of yo-yo dribbles, gets into the paint, and then Grady gets called for the reach, and Dick doesn't like the call.
I didn't think he reached. There was contact, but I thought Grady did a really nice job of staying in front of him. Kyrie opened up the box of tricks, and
Grady stayed with each move.
Grady was like, "No, I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe."
Scotty Barnes checks out, as does Ochai Agbaji. Davion Mitchell, Jonathan Mobo coming into the ball game. Quentin Grimes in for Dallas, as is Daniel Gafford, who just finished on an alley-oop on an inbound play. That can't happen.
Well, no ball pressure, and Pirtle was trying to deny, and he got beat on the backside. But again, there's the size, Eric, that I talked about.
Dallas opens up a 16-13 lead on a 10-2 run. Good look at a three for RJ, missed it, left it short, and he didn't get back. Washington leaks behind, dunks it down, and Dallas now leads by 5. Mitchell hands off to Grady on the wing near side, bounces it to Pirtle, who gives it back to Grady around the Pirtle screen. Grady stops on a dime inside the arc, turns, fires, left that one short off the front of the rim, and the Raptors have hit a bit of a funk here offensively. Grady trying to slow down Kyrie Irving, who whips a pass down on the block, and that was Luka, who got gobbled up by Pirtle, missed the shot, wanted to call, didn't get it. Here come the Raptors. Grady in front of his own bench, misses a three ball. Kyrie with the turnover, quickly head to Luka. Luka out on the far side, trying to work against Mobo. He's looking to get to the baseline, cut off. Now he leans in on Mobo, passes back out to Washington. Give it back over to Luka, inside the arc on the far side. Drives on Mobo, stops on a dime, went left, spins right, turns, behind the back pass. Kyrie Irving, three ball is good. Wow.
Good defense by the Raptors. They need to get something inside on this trip. Now Darko with another timeout. They had, and this is, again, I'll say this is the way the game's played now. They hustled it up and ended up taking three balls. Rather than the old school says, get something going to the basket. We've missed a couple threes already. I know you're open, but you've missed that. Get me something going to the basket.
Dallas in the midst of a 15-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes. And as a result, they've opened up an 8-point lead at 21-13, 5:01 to go in the first quarter. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Put your screen time to good use during Sell-Off Vacation Cyber Week sale. Our experts have curated the best sun, USA, and cruise vacations. And right now, they're available at up to 50% off. You're just a few clicks away from turning these deals into real-life adventures and a whole lot of happy travels. Contact your local travel expert or visit
selloffvacations.com. This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Raptors now trailing 21-13. Jonesy, they had an 11-6 lead, and now the Raptors offense has hit a funk. Toronto has dipped down to 43% from the floor. Dallas scorching at 60%, and they've held the Raptors to those 2 points over the last 3.5 minutes.
Well, they had a great look coming out of the timeout, the Raptors. RJ missed a 3, and then Grady missed 2 or 3 after that. Raptors now 1 of 7 from distance.
Mobo in the heart of the lane dropped the pass into close quarters, and it's picked off by Dallas.
He's too unselfish there. He had a 10-footer in the middle of the zone.
Well, you talked about it with Michael Grange in the pregame. There's not a lot of offense, and that's not said critically. It's just a fact. Mobo does grab the rebound off the Luka miss, and coming the other way, it's the Raptors.
Let me clarify that. He doesn't look for his offense enough.
Grady Dick does, though. Triple is good, and the Raptors needed that one. It's 21-16 Dallas. Technically speaking, Jonesy, on that last play, even though it was a Mobo turnover, it was officially a Luka steal, the 500th of his career, as the Raptors just forced another Dallas turnover. And Davion Mitchell back the other way, runs into RJ Barrett, but then turns, finds Grady Dick, busted. Back-to-back triples for Grady, and Toronto right back in this, trailing by 2. Kelly Olynyk getting set to check in at the next whistle, and he will make his season debut. Luka straight away, contested triple over Mobo, no good. Rebound, though, to Washington, who gets into the paint. Going at RJ Barrett, turns, fires. He's fouled, and they're going to call it on RJ Barrett.
Long rebound, long shot, long rebound. Got to track it down if you're Toronto.
So Kelly Olynyk's going to come into the ballgame with Jacoby Walter. What did they call that, reciprocal, Jonesy? Am I right? 14 and 41. Is that reciprocal, or is that?
Yeah.
Look at me. Come on now, Jonesy. Come on, somebody give it up for me.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Inverse?
No. Like it's like
when you're surprised that somebody's smart.
No. Level. Like there's a word. There's a name for that kind of a word. It's the same way when you spell it forwards or backwards, right? 1 4 4 1, and then you go the other way. 1 4.
I thought this was reciprocal. Either way, Kelly Olynyk on the floor for the first time this season. Been a long time coming, dealing with those back issues, and he is playing under a minute restriction tonight. We weren't told what the official total is, and he promptly secures the rebound off the missed free throw from Washington, who went 1 of 2 at the stripe. Dallas leading 22-19. Mitchell up top to Olynyk. Olynyk handing off on the perimeter to the hot hand. Grady Dick turns into the lane, and he laid it up, switched hands from right to left, missed it, cleaned up by Mobo. Thought it was a goaltend, nobody called it. Here comes Kyrie. Down the floor comes Irving. Irving trips, falls, loses the handle, and the Raptors are getting the ball right back.
That's Davion Mitchell moving his feet, getting in the way, then pulling the chair out. And at the other end, there's that size again.
Yep.
Daniel Gafford with the block. Mobo thought he had it, and Gafford went up and slapped it away cleanly.
Another big pickup for them.
Yeah.
Think about Gafford and Washington adding to this team.
Well, they 2 defensive-minded guys to help Luka.
Olynyk over to Jacoby Walter. On the near side, Jacoby now trying to get around the Olynyk screen. Got toward the baseline, elevates and knocks down the jumper over Dinwiddie. All right, Jacoby Walter. Dinwiddie will now bring it across center for the Mavs, with Dallas leading by 1, 22-21. Powell hands off to Kyrie in the corner to Dinwiddie. 3 ball, too strong. Olynyk went after it, but Powell took it away. Dallas has a fresh 14. Kyrie, near sideline, elevates, triple, up and in for Kyrie Irving. Dallas now leading by 4, 25-21. Olynyk up top, above the arc, trying to find Grady Dick, can't. It goes back to Olynyk off a pass deflection. Possession stays alive for the Raptors as Walter turns, fires, and knocks it down clean. About an 18-footer inside the arc far side.
Oh, the slide rulers will go crazy on that one. They'll say it's a bad shot, but that was a great mid-range pull-up by Jacoby Walter.
25-23, Raptors trailing by 2. Kyrie, same spot on the perimeter near side. Over Walter, takes another one, makes another one. 28-23, Kyrie heating up. He's got 11.
He's a big shot taker and a big shot maker.
3 of 3, Jonesy, from distance. 4 of 4 from the floor. Olynyk, 1 foot inside the arc. Now gives it up to Davion Mitchell. Saw a seam for a second, tried to drive it, now hands off to Mobo. Mobo on the perimeter to Grady Dick. Turning, far side, steps into it, rattled 2 rims, popped out. Kyrie's got it, and he's sprinting down the floor. Irving, pull-up triple is good. He had 4 Raptors in front of him. He just pulled up and buried it.
Michael Finley, manager, front office man for the Mavs, and I were talking about the way the game's played right now. 1-on-4, and you pull up for 3.
Over the shoulder, Grady Dick out to Kelly Olynyk. Busted. Far sideline. Welcome back, KO. 31-26. Dallas shooting 57%. The Raptors at 50. And Scotty Barnes going to come back into the ballgame for Grady Dick. Grady will sit down with a team-high 8 points. Grady ripping off 9 field goal attempts in the opening 11 minutes of the ballgame here. 1:15 to play officially in the opening quarter. Dallas leading by 5. Dinwiddie around a screen. Yep, illegal. They call it on Gafford. I was waiting to see if they did. Gafford stuck out that hip and backside, and we're going the other way.
It's almost an automatic. If I'm being defended on a screen like that, I try to get over if there's any contact.
Fall.
If there's any contact, they're going to call it an illegal screen.
We're ticking towards the final minute of this first quarter. As Scotty Barnes has it toward the logo at center, trying to shake free from Irving. Gets toward the near elbow. Now whips a pass over to the far sideline. Jacoby Walter, 3 ball, 2 rims, popped out, no good. Dallas with the rebound, leading by 5. 31-26. Powell to Kyrie, wing near side, 3 ball, rims off, but into the hands out on the perimeter to Dinwiddie. Far corner to Powell. Powell's pass deflected. Loose ball right in the heart of the lane. Nobody goes after it for Toronto. Gafford picks it up, dunks it down, and Dallas leads by 7.
Got to get those 50-50 balls. Got to have those.
Barnes triple straight away, no good. Raptors maybe trying to go 2 for 1, and unfortunately they don't come up with it, and now Dallas has the ball. A chance to go up 9 or 10 right here. Grimes over to Gafford, far side toward the sideline. Mobo right there, goes back to Grimes now on the wing far side. Now on the far corner, it's Kyrie trying to get to the baseline, cut off by Davion Mitchell. Davion holding his ground as Kyrie turns into the lane, fires, and they call a foul on Davion Mitchell. Mitchell does not like the call.
Well, I don't like it either because Kyrie's very aggressive. He's putting his head down. What are you supposed to do? Just be part of the guy's highlight film? Let him drive around you, knock you back, and score? Palindrome.
Palindrome?
That's what I was thinking of.
I thought that's where they ride bikes.
Palindrome. No, that's the velodrome. Palindrome. Spelled same way forward and backward.
Palindrome's not, though. Doesn't end in a P.
No.
Oh, you're just saying that's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
They should have that word be a palindrome, right?
A word, a number, a phrase, or other sequence of symbols that reads the same.
Did somebody text that to you, or did you Google
No, I just Googled it because I was like, it was failing.
It was going to bother you all night?
It was going to bother me. I should know that. That should be on the tip of my tongue.
I'll forget about it by the end of the night. 34-26. Raptors trailing by 8 as Kyrie makes the first, hits the seconds. It's now 35-26. 9-point lead for the Mavericks as Barnes brings it across center. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Barnes trying to shake free from Gafford. Gets into the paint. Backdoor cut along the baseline. Olynyk misses the reverse scoop, but he's hammered by Powell, his fellow Canadian. And Kelly Olynyk's going to go to the free throw line with 0.7 seconds remaining.
Okay, can I shake my fist at the cloud on the last 2 possessions?
Sure.
Raptors were down 7. They come down, take a quick 3, don't get anything. At the other end, Irving gets fouled, and it's 9.
Yep.
What if you had worked for a good shot? I mean, it could still be the same.
Or you might be down 5 and then trying to play defense to prevent it from being 7 or 8.
Right.
I hear you. KO makes good on both free throws, so Olynyk in his return to the lineup, his season debut, with 5 points and a rebound in 4 minutes. Then Dallas inbounds and just lets the clock go with only 0.7 seconds remaining. That will do it. So all things considered, the Raptors in decent standing, down only 7, but they got to pick up the defense, Jones. He gave up 35 points on 57% shooting.
Well, Dallas, a good offensive team. They're a high field goal percentage team. But part of that, as you said, is being aware of the personnel and getting some rebounds.
35-28 is the score. We'll have the second quarter next on Toronto Raptors basketball. Brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Oh, Maya. Maya. She loves being cool. 21 degrees is her favorite number. God, she's the coolest, especially at night. So I raised the temp at 10 p.m. because she gets chilly when she sleeps. Maya loves using less energy, and I love Maya. We're basically besties.
With SmartFlow from Enbridge Sustain, you won't have to think about your HVAC, but it will always be thinking of you. With smart controls and zero upfront costs. Visit EnbridgeSustainSmartFlow.com to learn more.
Desjardins Insurance cares a lot about their clients. In fact, it's packed with such a ginormous amount of vast and substantial care that's bursting with even more whoppingly humongous and colossal care. You might be a little surprised when we tell you that all of that care fits in the palm of your hand. With the Desjardins Insurance mobile app, you'll get a big hand with 24/7 paper-free access to all of your home and auto policies, including your digital pink slip. Get insurance that's really big on care at Desjardins.com/care.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you, getting set to start the second quarter. Dallas enters the frame with a 7-point lead, 35-28. Basketball night in Canada as the Raptors host the Mavericks on a Saturday night here. And Toronto is trying to get back on the winnings track. And Jonesy, Jason Kidd talked about this in the pregame. He said, given the injuries that Dallas is dealing with right now, some of the dudes out of the lineup tonight, including Exum and Hardy, Kleba, Marshall, he said we might see Prosper and the youngsters in there right now.
Omac's in there. His dad's here tonight. Had a chance to talk to him in the locker room before the game, and he broke a double team there, got to the basket. He's going to get a couple of free throws.
So the Canadian, Prosper, heads to the stripe, wears the number 8 on the back of the Dallas jersey, and the Montreal native misses the first free throw.
Hey, one shot, fellas. Here we go. One.
Tell you what, talk about the amount of Canadians in the league. Good chunk of them starting to spring up more and more from Montreal, not just Toronto and the GTA.
Oh, yeah. No. Montreal's got a terrific basketball tradition.
As we saw it firsthand for a week during Raptors training camp. 1 of 2 at the stripe for Prosper. It pushes the Dallas lead to 8 at 36-28. Barnes along the baseline to Mobile. Mobile underneath, unable to come up with the layup. He was contested by Klay Thompson, and Mobile came up empty. Luka brings it across center.
Guarded by Scotty. I like that.
Now on a switch, Luka trying to shake free from Jakob Poeltl. He brings him out to the perimeter, Luka does. Now trying to drive, fires a pass in the corner to Prosper. Good look at a 3, no good. And the rebound to Toronto. Barnes whips it ahead to Jacoby Walter. How was that not a goaltend? My goodness. 3 officials asleep or what? Scotty Barnes gets back though and knocks the ball away from Dallas. And Toronto comes the other way, and Mobile misses a wide open layup. My goodness.
Got to have those.
Toronto should have buckets on back-to-back possessions, and unfortunately it's still a donut in this quarter. Thompson to Dinwiddie, near side. Up fake, puts it on the floor, running floater, rattles around 2 rims, no good. Rebound to Mobo. All right, got to come up with something here. Mobo across center out on the far wing. Lobs the pass down on the block to Barnes. Barnes turns, trying to shake free from Klay Thompson, and a soft one-hand floater goes for Scotty Barnes.
Nice job. Nice job. Raptors have had a couple of good stops defensively the last few possessions also.
Dinwiddie trying to shake free from Battle. Nice pass there to a cutting Lively, who elevated quickly for the two-hand dunk. He was contested from behind by Pirtle. They're going to call a foul on Yak and send Derek Lively to the free throw line.
Speed version there of the screen and roll, although there wasn't much of a screen, kind of a ghost screen by Lively, and then sprinting right to the basket. And what an angle. Dinwiddie doing a nice job of creating a passing angle by clearing the screen and going 2 or 3 dribbles toward the far sideline before zipping that diagonal pass back.
Lively hits the first free throw. It's 37-30. Dallas leading by 7, getting set for the second right here. It's up and it's in. 38-30. Dallas leading by 8. Across center, Scotty Barnes calls out the play. 7 points, 4 assists in the ball game. Gives it up to Jamison Battle on the logo at center. Pirtle sets a high screen. Battle comes around to the near side. Now finds Scotty Barnes straight away inside the arc. Barnes now out to Walter. Walter shakes free from Luka. Now turns, fires, and it looked like there might have been contact from Thompson. No call. Dallas tracks down the air ball in the far corner and brings it across center. It's Dinwiddie with Mobile in front of him. He finds Lively. Over to Luka, near side. Luka guarded by Barnes into the paint. Luka, the running floater. In fact, he actually lobbed it up on an alley-oop for Lively. It was knocked away by Toronto. And here comes Mobile. Mobile fires a pass near corner. Walter steps out of bounds and turns it over. It's Dallas ball.
Careless turnover. Got to know where you are on the court.
Tough break for Tio. I mean, Walter missed the shot anyway, but either way, Raptors got to clean that up. For Toronto, their third turnover. They've only coughed up 2 points off turnovers. We'll see what Dallas can do right here, though. Dinwiddie on a switch picked up by Mobo. Over to Luka. Jamison Battle in front of Doncic. Luka's got 5 points in the game. Turns toward the paint. Cuts off at the free throw line. Fires into the near corner to Prosper for 3. Knocks it down. Dallas leads by 11. Their largest lead of the game. Barnes now on the near side. Tried to get to the baseline. Couldn't. Turns, fires. Finds the trailer. Pirtle. Soft floater in the lane goes for Yak.
Needs some defense.
And Dallas quickly down the floor. Klay Thompson got behind the defense but missed the shot as he tried to go up and under. So the defense did stand tall there. Barnes, far wing, now driving down toward the block. Turns, fires, left it short. Air ball for Scotty. Luka across center. Trying to turn the corner on the near side. Cut off by Mobo. Now trying to shake him, and he gets called. My goodness.
You know
Jonesy,
what?
leave right now and get us a lottery ticket, please.
I was going to say,
buy us a lottery ticket.
Phil Lawn, university referee, one of our...
They just called Luka on a carry.
He made the move, and he put the ball, it rolled up his wrist. And I thought, oh, my goodness.
I don't care if it rolled up to his bicep. They called a carry.
Who called that? Finesi Ransom. Good for him.
Olynyk, far side, hands off to Ochai. Abaji tried to go back to Olynyk in very close quarters. Another dangerous pass. Luckily, Toronto was bailed out on a foul going against Prosper. So Toronto will keep the ball on the far sideline. Fresh 14, Toronto trailing 41-32 this quarter.
Actually, Eric, I was going to run outside and see if the Comet was coming by.
No, I don't care about the Comet. Get us a lottery ticket. I want money, Jonesy. Barrett in the lane, dropped it off to Olynyk, to Ochai, far corner. Walter, good look at a 3 for Jacoby, missed it. Rebound in traffic to Prosper, hands it off to Luka, who will bring it up across center with Dallas leading by 9. Across center, Luka around a screen. Ochai fights through it, gets back to Luka, and fouls Doncic as he elevated for the shot toward the left block near side. And to the free throw line will go Luka Doncic for the first time tonight. This will be free throw attempts 9 and 10 for the Mavericks. Toronto has only been to the line twice, 2 of 2.
Jacoby Walter now 5 for 31 on the season from 3.
Luka hits the first free throw. Doncic Second in terms of most points all time against the Raptors. I'm talking points per game.
Average, yeah. Yeah, he is.
Iverson first, Luka second, Kobe Bryant third, LeBron James fourth, and Trae Young fifth.
And then when you look at the other part of the game in terms of assists, Luka.
I thought you were going to say the other part of the game, he's also number one in terms of points given up. I thought you were going to take another defense shot.
No, it plays out. There's Luka with he takes a foul on driving R.J. Barrett. On his Sundays when he's not playing basketball, he could be an offensive lineman because that's Luka's idea of defense. Just stand in the way and put your arms out and push.
43-32, Dallas leading by 11. It matches their largest lead of the game after those Doncic free throws. Barrett got down to the block left side, tried to elevate over Lively, missed it, and comes up empty. Barrett with 4 points in the ballgame. He's been a menace at home this season, but a slow start for him tonight. Slow start for the Raptors, arguably, overall, as now Klay Thompson is fouled on a drive toward the 10. And back to the free throw line will go the Mavericks. 2 coming for Klay Thompson. This game is kind of grinded to a halt here over the last few minutes, with 7:28 still to go in the first half. This would be the largest lead of the game for Dallas if Thompson can make 1, let alone 2. Grady Dick will check in after the first free throw. It's up and in for Klay Thompson. Grady's going to come in for Jacoby Walter. Walter sits down. 2 of 6 in 8 minutes, 4 points. No boards, no assists. Grady left as the leading scorer for the Raptors.
Green light Grady.
Still the leading scorer with 8 points. And Thompson, a rare miss on the second free throw, goes out of bounds. And it'll be Toronto ball as Dallas leads by 12, 44-32. Toronto has scored only 4 points in 4.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Davion Mitchell brings it up past the logo at center. Hands it off to Grady. Kelly Olynyk on the near side. Hand off to Barrett. Coming around the screen, gets into the paint, driving toward the 10. Tried to find Olynyk, and the pass was deflected by Dallas. They take it away. Doncic whips a pass from center court to the far sideline to a wide open Klay Thompson, who catches, releases, and buries a 3. Well, what a play by Dallas.
The impressive part about the pass by Luka was not just the distance it covered. It's where Klay Thompson caught it. It was like it was on a rack in a shooting contest. Right in the shooting pocket for a catch and shoot. That's an unbelievable offensive play by Dallas and Luka with the pass.
7:04 to go, second quarter. Toronto now down 15. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Why do I love getting my holiday gifts at Shoppers Drug Mart? The PC Optimum points. Perfume for mom? Points for me. Chocolates for the teachers? Oh yeah, points for me. Shoppers, you should totally go. Exclusions apply.
'Tis the season to enjoy Swiss Chalet's festive special. Our famous rotisserie chicken, cranberry, stuffing, Lindor chocolates, and a scratch and win card. The festive special. Only $17.99, only at Swiss Chalet. Visit SwissChalet.com for contest details. Participating locations. White meat, taxes, and upgrades extra.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Raptors trailing the Mavericks 47-36 32 second quarter action is brought to you by Enbridge Sustain. With a smart flow heating and cooling system that's always thinking about you, you're the real MVP. 15-point edge now for Dallas. They have opened it up here, still shooting over 51% from the floor. Toronto has dipped down to 39, and Jonesy, as much as their defense hasn't been fantastic, it's kind of their offense that's letting them down right now.
Yeah, they're getting good looks and not knocking them down. I mean, good looks for this era and the way the game's being played.
Ticking under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Barrett's got it on the near side, hands it to Olynyk inside the arc. Kelly holding the ball, trying to go against Grimes now. He's got the height advantage, fires back out to Barnes. North side 3-ball, Scotty Barnes, hit 2 rims, no good. In traffic, it's pulled down by Olynyk. Goes back out on the perimeter to Ochai, up top to Scotty, over in the near corner to wide open RJ. Barrett 3-ball, busted. Great ball movement by the Raptors, unselfishness from Scotty.
Well, started with the offensive rebound by Kelly Olynyk. Nice job to keep it alive and give him a second opportunity.
Raptors down 12, 6:25 to go here in the second quarter. Luka out toward center, Scotty on his hip. Luka driving toward the near side now. He's going to decide to take a 3, misses it. Rebound, though, to Dallas. Second chance opportunity. 3-ball, straight away, no good. Grimes couldn't come up with that one. Raptors with the rebound. Here comes Barrett driving on the far side, weaving into the paint. On the near sideline now to Grady. Turns, fires, contact from Luka. He hates the call, but it was legit. It's on 77, his second foul, and to the free throw line will go Grady Dick.
He should hate the call. Grady Luka'd him on that one. Created the contact himself, and it wasn't until he was off balance and he threw it up that he got the whistle.
And Luka in a lengthy chat with the official right now. Doncic, 7 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals in this ballgame. Again, he notched his 500th career steal in this ballgame tonight. Grady at the stripe knocks down the first free throw, cuts the Dallas lead to 11. .606 to go in the first half. Lively. Cut off by Olynyk, hands it off to Luka. Luka now on a switch, picked up by Kelly Olynyk. Gets into the paint, driving from left to right, turns, fires all the way back into the near corner to Grimes for 3, missed it. Rebound to Barrett, and he's sprinting down the floor. Barrett into the paint, far corner, Ochai, good look at a 3, no sir. Rebound to Luka Doncic. Toronto could have cut it into single digits right there. Doncic, bounce pass, far corner, Washington. Tried to drive into the paint, cut off by Olynyk. Now Olynyk with a little poke from behind, the beer league swat. Here comes Barrett into the paint. It's blocked by Kyrie Irving. Darko wanted the foul. Can't believe that the whistle wasn't blown. Now Barrett in a full conversation with Aaron Smith on the baseline. He wanted the call too, but it's going to stay with Toronto either way. 19 on the shot clock.
Well, good job by Olynyk. Good stop by Toronto. And I like the fact that they're still pushing the pace.
Barnes inbounding to Ochai, and he didn't squeeze. Butterfingered it, and Dallas off the turnover comes down the other end. Kyrie to Grimes, and it ends up in the hands of Luka, who floats one up and in from about 6 feet far side. Lead goes back up to 12 on the near side. It's Barnes trying to work on Washington. Back out to Grady, over the shoulder pass to Barnes, whips it over far side to Ochai. Now bounces it down on the block to Barrett. Knocked away from behind by Luka, picked up by Olynyk. Shot clock down to 5. Olynyk in the lane, went right, comes back left to a cutting RJ Barrett, who lays it in.
Nice job by RJ cutting, continuing to cut, even when the ball was in the lane and close to the bucket.
Luka has it right now for Dallas with 4:40 to go in the first half. Doncic elevates, deep one over Ochai's good. Barking at the official right now as well, wanted a call. Starting to heat up a little bit now with 12, 5, and 5. Olynyk tried to give it up to Grady. Grady took his eye off the ball, though, and another turnover for Toronto. Down the floor come the Mavericks. Fouled at the rim was Washington.
Live ball turnovers.
A couple of free throws coming.
Live ball turnovers. 7th turnover by Toronto. And if these 2 free throws are converted, it's 12 points.
Luka Doncic accounting for 77% of the team's points in this quarter in terms of his points, let alone his assists in the frame. Washington, P.J. Washington, going to the free throw line. He's got 5 points, 3 boards in the ball game. Takes a long, deep breath on the first free throw, elevates and knocks it down. The lead grows back up to 14. Largest of the game was 15, which the Mavericks could match right here if Washington knocks down his second free throw. Toronto had it down to 10 with the ball. Missed a 3-ball that would have made it 7. And since then, Dallas has put the foot back on the gas and indeed has increased their lead back up to 15. Emmanuel Quickly and Bruce Brown in street clothes tonight. The Raptors, as we noted in pregame, getting a little healthier tonight with Pirtle back and Olynyk making his season debut. But Toronto in tough right now, down 15. In the lane, a one-hand floater, rim glassing in. It's good for R.J. Barrett. And after his slow start, he's up to 11. Team high. Kyrie Irving back out on the floor right now for the Mavericks. Cross court, left to right. Over to Grimes, and he's called for the travel. Turn it over for Dallas. That will be their 9th turnover.
At least for Dallas, it's a dead ball turnover, but Mavs falling back into a zone right now. Let's see what Toronto does.
54-41, Toronto trailing by 13. Great job to break the zone as Scotty got into the lane, sucked in defenders, handed it off to Yak, who lays it in, and the Raptors chopped the Dallas lead down to 11.
The misconception with the zone is you always have to break it from the outside. You can, but the ball has to go inside before it goes outside. And you never know. Once it goes into the middle, if the zone is soft, you're going to get an easy basket, and that's what happened on that last trip.
3:48 to play in the first half. The Raptors trailing 54-43. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Firefighter Finn McHose, that's a nickname, right? Needed help contending with a blaze of debt. He called Alpine Credits and a superhero was sent his way. Summoning water, she extinguished the fire and consolidated his debt into one low monthly payment. His floors may be wet, but his debt is under control. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Ah, at last, the Subaru winter is here.
What's up, Raptors fans? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today during this Toronto Raptors matchup. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a minute to hit that like button down below. Give us that thumbs up so that we can bring more basketball fans here into the chat to hang out with us and keep making a difference in our community. Now, the Raptors are doing a little bit better lately. The tank might be off. So if that's the case, we're going to need you guys to hit that like button and hit that share button as well so we can get more fans in here to cheer on our Raptors to make a playoff run. Let's go, Raptors. We'll see you back in the chat.
Quarter, 3:48 to play. Raptors down 11. The lead has been as high as 15 a couple of times for the Mavericks as Toronto tries to make their way back into this ball game. Maybe they get this down to, 6 or 7 by half, if not closer?
Yeah, get it inside 10. Keep it inside 10. You know, like you said, Eric, as close as you can by halftime, but it's the second time that you've kind of made a little bit of a dent. Dent it a bit more. Get it inside 10.
Scotty Barnes with 8 assists in the ballgame. Toronto with 14 assists on 17 field goals, shooting 42% from the floor. They've got Dallas down to 50. They were hovering above 55 for most of the ballgame up until the last minute or two. So the defense is starting to pick up a little bit for Toronto as the turnovers start to rise for the Mavs, up to 9. Out of the timeout, we'll see what the Mavericks do. Coming along the baseline, it was Gafford into the corner to Grimes, now out on the wing to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie trying to get over and pass Scotty Barnes, and they call Barnes with the foul as Dinwiddie elevated for the shot, and that's going to send Spencer Dinwiddie to the free throw line.
Too bad. The Raptors had played like 18, 19 seconds of really good defense.
Man, I don't know about that call.
I don't know about that either. I thought Dinwiddie just kind of fumbled the ball. Didn't it look like that to me?
What's that? What?
Well, I don't know if you can hear the fans beside us that are literally like 2 feet away.
They watched the replay
right.
too. Yeah, terrible call. Yeah.
Dinwiddie ends up hitting both free throws. Lead grows to 13, and Barnes lost the handle in the paint, but luckily used his long reach to get the ball back, keep it alive for Toronto. Pirtle now has it on the near side. Trying to work on Gafford. Gives it up to R.J. Barrett. Barrett to Yak in the lane. He had Gafford pinned deep, and Barrett found him, and Yak floats it up and in.
Great pass by R.J. away from the defense to the right hand where Jakob had the target.
Raptors again down 11. Grimes to Gafford. Gafford flicks it out to Dinwiddie on the perimeter. Dinwiddie picked up and cut off by Ochai. Now they find Kyrie on the near wing. Back out to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie driving late in the shot clock, took the contact, and back to the free throw line we go. It will be attempts 17 and 18 now for Dallas, with Toronto only 4 free throws in the first half.
You know, Michael Grange said it in the pregame that the Raptors foul a lot. Maybe they do, but I don't see their game to be any more physical than anybody else in the NBA. And I think they're fighting a perception thing right now. Oh, they foul a lot, so we'll just kind of keep calling it.
2:46 to go in the first half. First free throw is good for Dinwiddie.
I think Darko's pointing out the numbers that we just did to the official. 18-4 in terms of free throw attempts.
Barrett, 3-ball, near side, knocks it down. And the Raptors cut the Dallas lead to 10. 58-48. Again, Toronto trying to get it inside. 10 down into single digits before half. They nearly had another turnover there, Dallas did, but Kyrie keeps it alive out on the far side. Now Irving pinned in the far corner by Grady Dick. And a bailout foul at the last second as Kyrie tried to split 2 defenders and pass out. He was pinned with nowhere to go. What is that?
That's a third on Ochai.
Man. They call it on Ochai, as Jonesy noted. Now Jacoby Walter's going to check back into the game with 2:19 left in the first half. It will now be 20 free throw attempts to the Raptors 4. First free throw rattles around and goes down for Kyrie. 17 points in the first half for Irving. The lead goes back up to 11 for Dallas. Kyrie with 5 rebounds and a couple of assists to go along with 17 points, trying to make it 18 right here. Wearing those bright orange shoes tonight. Second free throw is good. The lead back up to 12. 60-48. Barnes to Walter on the near side. Back out to Barnes.
Mavs in the zone.
Free throw line, Pirtle. Down on the left block to Barrett. Barrett floats it up. Took some contact from Washington.
Same thing.
No call.
Could have been a foul. Yeah.
And across center comes Luka. We tick under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And in traffic, a big-time alley-oop dunk for Gafford from Luka.
There's the size. There's the size.
Barnes, baseline, turns, fires on a fade, got it to go over P.J. Washington.
Lucas, they list him at 6'6". There's no way. He and Scotty look like they're eye to eye. But he's throwing it to a guy who's also 7'1" in Gafford.
Towards center, it's Doncic. Now out on the far wing. Now sees a seam, gets into the lane, turns around, fires out to Dinwiddie. Deep 3-ball far wing is good for Spencer Dinwiddie. The 3-ball, a massive weapon tonight for Dallas, shooting 48%. Grady Dick can't answer back on the far wing for Toronto. And Dallas with the rebound, leading by 15. A bucket here would be their biggest lead of the game. Kyrie into the paint, kicks out to Luka, getting to the free throw line, lost the handle as it was stripped by Jacoby Walter, picked up by Barrett, bounces it to Walter, and he lays it up and in past Kyrie Irving Raptors cut it to 13. Back the other way, Luka was behind the defense, finds Gafford. Toronto didn't get back, and Dallas increases the lead to 15.
Well, when you get a run out like that off a turnover, Luka took his time getting up from the free throw line and never got back past the Raptors' three-point line at the other end. And then a nice job of running the floor by Gafford.
Barnes gets by Kyrie into the paint, fires back out to Barrett. Far wing, steps back into a three, missed it. Great rebound by Scotty Barnes, who's right under the rim. Didn't keep it himself, tried to pass it to Pirtle, and it goes into the far corner, but they actually call a foul on Dallas, I believe, on Dinwiddie, kind of holding Pirtle, was he?
Well, those are the turnovers that you want to eliminate. You're right. Great job by Scotty on the offensive glass. He's got a three-footer, yeah, and he's trying to pass it to a guy to make a two-footer. Why?
Scotty now gets in the painted area, backdoor cut. R.J. Barrett, instead of coming down and maybe going back up, he tried to finish on a reverse layup on an alley-oop in a sense, missed the shot, and here comes Dallas. Chance to hold for the last shot.
Well, so 2 layups, and the Raptors come up empty.
Dallas leading by 15. A bucket here is their largest lead of the game. Looking to close the half on a high note. The Mavericks, 3-ball far corner is missed. Raptors pull it down. They've got time. Grady Dick down the floor. Game clock down to 3. Grady is tripped on a pass off. It'll be a foul against Kyrie Irving. And I believe that'll be free throws. Yes, indeed. Grady Dick will head to the free throw line. That is team foul number 5 with just 2.8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and that's the key, 2.8. Raptors really need to be aware. Really need to be aware here.
Brady's first free throw is good. Davion Mitchell's going to check in for his defense for the final 2.8. R.J. Barrett comes out. And now Jonathan Mobile is going to come in as well.
Oh, great. Darko putting his defensive people in. Mobile, Davion Mitchell.
Scotty Barnes having issues trying to tie his shoe. Finally gets it done. Just as Grady's about to take his second free throw, it's up and it's in. Raptors trailing by 13. Again, 2.8 seconds remaining. Kyrie inbounding from the baseline. Nobody's on P.J. Washington.
Well,
now Grady Dick finally gets over him. Kyrie gets it into Luka on the near sideline. He heaves and fires off glass and in. You've got to be kidding me. Off 1 foot, a one-hand heave from probably 36 feet goes off glass and in. You're kidding me.
Well, what did I say on the – what did I say? I said there's 2.8. You got to be aware. And again, it's philosophical. You said nobody had P.J. Washington, but nobody guarded Kyrie Irving.
No pressure on the ball.
That was a free in. That was a free in.
Which was super easy to the last guy you want to have the ball, Luka Doncic.
Exactly. Luka was covered enough, but you need ball pressure.
So the Raptors go into the break trailing by 16 points, the largest lead of the game for Dallas. 70-54 as Dallas puts up 35 in each of the 2 opening quarters. And the Raptors will have a lot of work to do in the second half. Daniele Franceschi coming up with your halftime show. Jones and I will return for the third quarter. It's Toronto Raptors basketball brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Dashing to the store or scrolling on your phone, buying lights galore in your happy shopping zone. Before you add to cart or bring your goods back home, check for a certification mark. Don't shop without a known. Oh, check the mark, safety all the way. For every lighting gadget price, it's a smart and safer way.
When purchasing electrical products, look for an approved Canadian certification mark. Learn more at esasafe.com/holidaysafety.
If it's a flat or a squeal, a wobble or peel, your tread's worn down or you need a new wheel, wherever you go, you can get a pro at Tread Experts.
The new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. Find a Michelin Tread Experts dealer near you at treadexperts.ca/locations.
From tires to auto repair, we're always there. TreadExperts.ca.
All right, Sunwing team, we survived Black Friday. Time to sit back, relax, and...
Well, there's still Cyber Monday.
What?
You know, our Cyber Monday deals. Plus our daily door crashers that change every morning at 9 a.m. so customers can take advantage of a new deal on a different resort or destination every day.
But we just...
Oh, yeah. You thought Black Friday was exciting? It's about to get real.
Oh.
Book Sunwing's Cyber Monday deals now at...
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590. The Fan.
Kyrie gets it into Luka on the near sideline. He heaves and fires off glass and in. You've got to be kidding me. Off 1 foot, a one-hand heave from probably 36 feet goes off glass and in. You're kidding me.
No, we're not joking. Eric Smith with the call there, and that's how the first half ended here at Scotiabank Arena. Luka Doncic from just inside the half-court line, off glass, banking in a three at the buzzer to send the Dallas Mavericks into the halftime locker room with a 70-54 lead over the Toronto Raptors. Welcome in to our Toronto Raptors halftime show, brought to you by your Ontario Honda dealers. Get home court advantage on every drive with the new Civic Hybrid, proudly made here in Ontario. Visit your Ontario Honda dealers today. Daniele Franceschi with you, seated right now courtside at Scotiabank Arena. The Raptors trailing the Mavericks 70-54. And as you just heard, yes, indeed, Luka Doncic doing his thing. A big second quarter for one of the perennial MVP frontrunners year in, year out. Funny story about that buzzer beater at the end of the first half. So I was stationed right in one of the tunnels here, and I could almost forecast it happening in the moment. The one thing in that situation you don't want to have occur is give up a three. No fouls, no threes. Sure enough, Luka Doncic, ball gets entered to him near the half-court line, takes 1-2 dribbles, boom, banks it in off glass. What's funny and ironic about that is I watched Luka work out pregame, and it was one of the most nonchalant displays I've seen from a superstar in person that I could ever recall prior. Just absolutely ridiculous. And by that I mean he did literally nothing constructive. Nothing. It was really a deplorable display. You would never want to show a young basketball player the warm-up that he went through pregame, because it's not much of a warm-up. And how did he end his quote-unquote pregame exercises? Well, this is how he ended it. By chucking shots from half court. That's how he ended it. And he didn't make a single one the entire time. Not one shot from half court did he actually convert on in his pregame warm-up tonight. Not a single one. He threw one over the backboard, one that, in fact, I caught on the baseline. He hit one of the Mavs coaches in the head. That's another one that was so far off the mark. But in game, when presented with that situation, he manages to bank it in as part of a 15-point first half for him. 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from deep. Of course, flirting in triple-double territory, as he typically does. Dallas up by 16 at recess. And on that note, we'll take a quick peek at our box score. I mentioned Luka's numbers already. Kyrie Irving was the story in the first quarter. He was unbelievable. 16 of his 18 points coming in the first 12 minutes. 5 for 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from deep. As for the Raptors, Grady Dick leading the charge. He's got 12 points on 3 of 10 shooting. RJ Barrett also with 14. And Scotty Barnes. Man, Scotty, you got to score the ball a little bit more. You got to look to be aggressive and more assertive in terms of shooting and creating offense. 9 points, 9 assists for him in the half. However, you could see passing up on a lot of opportunities to go and get his own offense. They desperately need some of that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back here at Scotiabank Arena, it'll be a quick look at our out-of-town box score in the NBA. 7 games on the go in the NBA today on this Saturday evening in the city of Toronto. You're currently listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Craig. Craig likes it warm. Craig loves 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Craig doesn't understand Fahrenheit. But Craig does like to save money when he's at work. Craig also cares about his carbon footprint. He's so thoughtful, that Craig.
With SmartFlow from Enbridge Sustain, you won't have to think about your HVAC, but it will always be thinking of you. For a limited time, sign up and get up to $1,000 in bill credits and apply for up to $3,000 in rebates. Learn more at EnbridgeSustainSmartFlow.com. Terms and conditions apply.
How do you, Subway holiday lover?
I'm dreaming of a turkey sub.
Well, hold on to your chestnuts for Subway's new festive faves meal. A 6-inch turkey sub with cranberry Dijon, crispy potato rings, and 2 red velvet cookies.
Ooh, jingle my bells.
No thank you, but all this delicious and fixins for just $8.99.
Yum. Maybe some sugar plums.
No idea what that is. The new festive faves meal. A merry $8.99. Only at Subway. At participating Canadian restaurants. Extras additional. Terms and conditions apply.
By the fireplace.
Your chance to save big isn't over. RedTag.ca's Black Friday exclusive offers are now extended into Cyber Week with up to 80% off on breathtaking all-inclusive beach vacations, flights, cruises, and hotels. The savings just keep rolling. Plus, visit RedTag.ca today to get your promo code for a bonus gift card of your choice worth up to $300. Don't wait. Book now at RedTag.ca or call 1-866-5-REDTAG. Offer ends December 8th. Certain conditions apply.
RedTag.ca.
The next Lotto 649 Gold Ball jackpot is big. Like really big. It's a huge $42 million. And you could win the classic $5 million jackpot. That's 2 jackpots on every Lotto 649 ticket. The classic jackpot or the Gold Ball jackpot of either $42 million or the guaranteed $1 million prize. Buy in store today or at olg.ca.
The holiday savings event is on right now at Visions Electronics. Incredible savings on TVs and home audio, appliances to headphones, laptops, and more. You'll find amazing deals for everything under your tree. All your favorite brands at the lowest price in Canada guaranteed. And take up to 36 months to pay interest-free. Plus, you save even more when you pick up in-store. The holiday savings event at Visions Electronics. See all the deals at visions.ca.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
All right, second half action just a few moments away here at Scotiabank Arena. You're listening to our Toronto Raptors halftime show. Daniele Franceschi with you. I'll be back post-game as well, breaking down everything that we saw here tonight at Scotiabank Arena. The Mavericks currently leading the Raptors 70-54, 16-point deficit for Toronto. It is indeed their largest deficit of the ball game, and that courtesy of a 35-footer from Luka Doncic off glass to end the opening half. Eric Smith, Paul Jones will have the call in for second half coverage in just a few minutes. Let's take a quick peek at our NBA out-of-town scoreboard. 7 games in the association today on this Saturday. Out in Washington, the Wizards looking to snap a 16-game losing skid. They currently lead the Denver Nuggets late in the third quarter. The OKC Thunder, meanwhile, beating up on the New Orleans Pelicans, a 20-point lead in the second half, as that one is currently ongoing. And over at MSG, it's halftime, and the Detroit Pistons, behind a big half from Cade Cunningham, leading the way 69-58 over the New York Knicks. One quick piece of commentary as it relates to second half adjustments. I think the Raptors, if they have any hope of potentially getting back into this ball game, have to mitigate the fast break transition opportunities for the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas loves to play fast. They want to get out. They want to go in transition. And certainly even off of inbound plays, as you saw, those sequences, the Raptors have to do a better job of being cognizant and getting back in transition. Also, second chance points, rebounding the basketball, paramount. Raptors distinct. There was a distinct disparity in that department in the first half. The Toronto Raptors will need to do better if they have hopes of overcoming or at least chipping away here at this 16-point deficit. All right, that's going to do it for me. Eric Smith, Paul Jones, they'll be back in just a few moments with second half coverage. The Raptors trailing the Dallas Mavericks 70-54 here at halftime. You're currently listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Desjardins Insurance cares a lot about their clients. In fact, it's packed with such a ginormous amount of vast and substantial care that's bursting with even more whoppingly humongous and colossal care. You might be a little surprised when we tell you that all of that care fits in the palm of your hand. With the Desjardins Insurance mobile app, you'll get a big hand with 24/7 paper-free access to all of your home and auto policies, including your digital pink slip. Get insurance that's really big on care at Desjardins.com/care.
Real Canadian Superstore is where it's at for great holiday savings. This week, get a free PC turkey for every $300 spent. Yep, your holiday dinner is on us. Plus, get Cook's ham for only $1.99 a pound. Find more legendary ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Conditions apply. See Fly for details.
A Tim's Donut and Coffee is the original collab. And right now in Toronto, any classic donut is $1 when you buy any size original or dark roast coffee. Get a deal on the iconic duo with the Tim's Dollar Donut. Plus tax at participating restaurants in Toronto for limited time. Terms apply. See app for details.
Experience amazing now at Don Valley North Lexus. Right now, lease the 2025 NX 250 Signature Package from just $548 per month for 28 months at 2.9%. Or choose from Canada's largest selection of Lexus demonstrators with offers you won't want to miss. Now is the time, and Don Valley North Lexus is the place. See website for details. Expect excellence. A proud member of Wayne's Auto Group.
Say hello to Healthier, Happier Feet, Ontario. Kintec has 3 more locations in the Greater Toronto Area. Come in today and let our fit experts bring comfort and support to every adventure with custom orthotics, supportive braces, and top footwear brands. With new locations in Mississauga, Toronto, and Richmond Hill, along with our location in Whitby, there's always a Kintec nearby to keep you active and on your feet for life. Your feet take you everywhere. Let Kintec take care of them.
Men, are you tired of feeling off your game? Put your health back in order at Game Day Men's Health. Testosterone replacement therapy, ED treatment, weight loss, and vitamin therapy in spaces designed for men. Privacy, comfort, flat screen TVs, and zero fluff. Visit GameDayOntario.com to lock in your free testosterone test and consultation. That's GameDayOntario.com. Start living your best with Game Day Men's Health.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you, getting set to start the second half. Raptors will begin the third quarter in a 16-point hole. Largest lead of the game for the Mavericks, and it came off a Luka Doncic 35-foot three ball that hit as the buzzer sounded to close quarter number 2.
Yeah, a lot of NBA coaches do it where they center field and they play 5-on-4 and let a free pass in. Now, with all the pressure that you exert on a dribbler, why wouldn't you do it on a stationary player? I don't understand it.
Dallas starts the third quarter with the ball. I hear you, Jonesy. Luka trying to find Lively. Knocked away by Pirtle all the way up towards center. Shot clock is down to 2. Luka turns, fires, and it's an air ball. I think Barnes might have got a piece of that one.
He did. Good ball pressure there.
Barnes now driving at Luka. And Luka, as Jonesy noted earlier, like a lineman, that actually looked more like he was playing for the Dallas Stars. Just a mid-paint body check by Luka.
That's his idea of defense, though. Stand in the guy's way and body check him.
No, listen, I'm not whatever. I don't want to be a homer or something, but is that not a flagrant? Like, I mean, clearly he was just trying to body check him and not make no play on the ball. Like, zero. And now the Raptors turn it over. Their 7th turnover of the game. They've already given up 12 points off turnovers. Luka out on the wing far side. Barnes down under the paint as Barrett's up on Luka now. Luka steps back far sideline. 3-ball is good. He started quiet, but he has heated up in a big-time way. Luka Doncic. Grady Dick far sideline trying to answer back. Can't. High rebound to P.J. Washington. Dangerous time now for the Raptors.
He sure is. How about the other guy, though? Kyrie Irving with as many points on 6 shots.
Klay Thompson turns, fires, and he's got 11 now. So 18 for Kyrie, 18 for Luka, 11 for Klay Thompson, and the lead has grown to 21. Grady Dick, wing near side, rips the cords on a 3-ball, gets back 3 of them, but doesn't get back defensively and gives up an open dunk to P.J. Washington, and Darko is fuming with Grady Dick right now.
Well, Grady's like the kid with the parent mad at him. Didn't even look. He knew, hit the 3, went into his home run trot, and they threw it over his head.
Well, we'll see if Grady's still on the floor when we come out of the timeout. 10:30 to go, third quarter. Raptors trailing 77-57 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew. Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Your holiday bonus awaits. Visit your local Subaru dealer for details.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. This quarter brought to you by Enbridge Sustain. With a smart flow heating and cooling system that's always thinking about you, you're the real MVP. Raptors down 20. We're only 90 seconds into the third quarter. Grady Dick is on the floor coming out of the timeout. I'm sure he heard it from his coach in that last huddle.
I'm sure he heard it too. Get the three and you go into your home run trot on the way back and they throw it up the back of your head against the back of your neck.
Raptors with the starters on the floor still. Ditto for Dallas. Barnes across center. Scotty stops his dribble, fires it out to Grady. Far wing. Triple was good, but not before they call an illegal screen, a moving screen on the Raptors to wipe out the Grady Dick triple. It's going to go against Pirtle, and Toronto scrambles back defensively, trying to keep Dallas from increasing their 20-point lead.
It's about digging in if you're Toronto and really trying to make sure this thing doesn't get too far out of hand.
Kyrie Irving near side, cut off by Ochai, keeps the dribble alive, and then Ochai knocks the ball away from Kyrie in the lane. Raptors are saying that Kyrie might have touched that ball still, but the officials aren't buying it. They're going to keep it with the Mavericks. 10 on the shot clock. Dallas will inbound from the far sideline. Kyrie will do the honors. He's got Ochai in front of him. They find Lively, who hands it off to Luka, and Toronto gave up the open shot to Doncic, and he buried it.
Can't go behind. Can't go underneath. You've got to stay attached to Luka. He's too good offensively.
A little more than 2 minutes gone by now in the third quarter. Scotty Barnes into the paint. Backdoor cut along the baseline. Ochai. Scotty finds him for his 10th assist of the game. But the Raptors are down by 21. It's 80-59. Davion Mitchell's going to come in at the next whistle. Doncic in the lane. Stops at the free throw line. Kicks out. Washington on the perimeter. Misses it, so PJ couldn't come up with that one. Pirtle with the rebound. Fouled by Lively. And Toronto will get set to inbound from the far side. And that foul number 2 comes in. No, check that. It's actually his first foul on Derek Lively. Raptors push ahead. Grady thought about the three, finds Yak. Yak in the paint to a cutting RJ Barrett. Left-hand dunk. Raptors with back-to-back buckets. Trying to put something together here in the third. Thompson to Lively. Took his eyes off the ball, lost the handle. It's loose on the floor. And coming to grab it is Davion Mitchell. So the Raptors, can they make good on this turnover? Mitchell to Barnes, near sideline. Good look at a three. Missed it, and it's all Dallas on the glass. Raptors trailing 80-61, and now Lively driving on the far side is fouled by Jakob Poeltl. It'll be 2 free throws coming.
Looked like a bailout. Looked like he was out of control, but Lively gets the benefit of the call.
Where do you see this Dallas team stacking up in the West, Jonesy?
To be honest, I thought their run to the finals last year was a bit of a surprise. They were one of the better defensive teams in the second half of the season, especially when they got Gafford and Washington at the trade deadline. They've got the potential to do that again this year. I do see, however, the team that they beat in the conference semifinal in terms of OKC, a little better, a little more experienced this year. So I think they're a conference semifinal team, Dallas.
Raptors come back the other way off the free throws from Lively and get a bucket from Barnes right down on the right under, the rim. And Scotty scores from about 2 feet. Raptors down big, though, and it's going to be bigger as Luka just buried a triple and mugged for the Raptor bench. Where's Jamal McGlure when you need him? He'd be barking back at Jamal or at Luka right now. Poeltl blows a tire, but keeps the ball, gets it out to Grady Dick, got into the paint, turns, fires, fouled into the free throw line. Will go Grady Dick.
I give Grady credit. He's being aggressive. He's got 15 points. It's taken him 12 shots, but he's not going to stop shooting. I'll give him that.
Grady's got 15, as Jonesy notes, on 4 of 12, 3 of 9 from distance, a perfect 4 of 4 at the stripe, so he's getting 2 more right here. Top scorer for the Raptors, R.J. Barrett with 16. Leading scorer in the ballgame, Luka Doncic with 24.
Raptors being badly out-rebounded tonight, 31-17 right now.
They're giving up 56% as well to the Mavericks in terms of Dallas's shooting right now.
Second chance points, 9-3 Dallas. It was 9-0 at halftime.
First free throw goes for Grady Dick. 5 of 5 at the line. Grady now up to 16 points as well. Scotty Barnes has the double-double, 11 points, 10 assists. He's got 4 rebounds, a block, and a steal. Luka Doncic starting to eye that triple-double as well now with 24 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. He's got the ball in his hands right now after the Grady Dick free throw. Raptors trailing by 20. Luka tried to cross up Grady. Grady didn't touch it, but the official says he did. So they say play on, even though the ball went across center. Now Luka, a deep triple, missed it from straight away from about 29 feet maybe. Could have been 30. Barrett to Barnes. Barnes into the paint. Now out on the perimeter. Grady, 3 ball. Let it go. Missed it. Rebound to Kyrie Irving. Grady tonight, 3 of 10 from distance. Thompson on the wing near side. 2 strong, back rim, high for the rebound. Grady Dick, here come the Raptors, running toward the far sideline. Grady dips behind Poeltl. Got to the free throw line, tried to give it back to Yak. Kickball on Luka. Is that the Jokic defense?
Well, Grady did a nice job on the read. Yeah, it was on the screen and roll. A second pass, like a pass fake, and then executing the pass would have been better.
Barnes in the paint, got back toward the elbow, now lobs it into the paint to Poeltl, and he was kind of ping-ponged around 3 bodies, missed the shot. Looked like it might have been a bucket and one, but he missed it. And instead he's going to have to go and try and earn 2 at the stripe. Luka Doncic looked like he got banged up a little bit in that play as he's coming away limping with that right leg. I don't know if it's the ankle or the knee, but he's trying to walk it off right now. And he's kind of leaning over, holding on to that right kneecap. Keep an eye on that. Staying on the floor right now as Poeltl knocks down the free throw. Luka trying to walk it out.
You'll know how serious it is when he gets the ball. Nobody's ever hurt on offense.
It was Poeltl that came into him. It looked like it might have been kind of knee-on-knee when Yak was trying to muscle his way to the tin. And you're right about that, Jonesy. Nobody's hurt on offense. Poeltl does his job at the stripe. Raptors have it under 20. Still a ton of work to go, but it's down to 18. The lead as high as 23. Lively. Hands off to Irving on the perimeter. Now turning the corner toward the paint. Goes far corner. Decent look at a 3. P.J. Washington missed. Pulled down by Barnes ahead to Barrett. Barrett streaking to the 10. Went right at Luka. Missed the shot. Out of nowhere comes Poeltl to keep it alive. Tapping it to Mitchell. To Grady. Good look at a 3. Busted. Grady Dick with the triple, and the Raptors have it down to 15.
RJ did a really nice job seeing Luka there saying, oh, I'm attacking you. and the Raptors followed up.
7-0 Raptor run. Crowd starting to make a little bit more noise right now, trying to get into this thing. And now the Raptors nearly force another turnover. Thompson gets the ball, though, far side, and buries a jumper from about 18 feet.
Davion Mitchell really keen there in pursuing the ball.
87-70, Barnes in the lane, turns, hands off to Jakob Poeltl for the one-hand floater. Raptors again chop it to 15.
Nice little run here by the Raptors if they can hold for a bit, get a couple of stops.
9-2 is the run with 6:15 to go in the third. Kyrie to the free throw line, leans in, wanted some contact, didn't get it. Jakob Poeltl comes up with the rebound, knocks it over to Davion Mitchell, who quickly pushes it ahead to Barrett across center. RJ getting into the paint, over to Barnes on the near side. Cut off near the near elbow. Fouled by Luka Doncic. They don't call it. And then Barnes misses in the lane. It goes off the leg of Lively. It'll stay with Toronto in a fresh 14.
I like
Luka
the aggressiveness.
just stood there, Jonesy, and pushed again.
Yeah, he does. You asked me about their prospects. That'll be it. Like Boston did last year in the finals. They start sniffing them out.
Raptors inbounding from the baseline. Grady Dick's got it in the near corner off the entry pass from Mitchell. Now he finds Poeltl at the near elbow. Poeltl turned toward the baseline, went right at Gafford. Looked like he was fouled, no call. And Darko Rajakovic is on the court at center court, out toward the logo, screaming at both officials, and he just got teed up. He is fuming right now.
Well, Poeltl drove and was pushed.
He is giving it right now to James Capers.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Now Yak coming over to talk to Capers.
And Jakob Poeltl's a guy that doesn't say anything. You rarely see him complain.
Technical free throw was made by Kyrie. Dallas pushes their lead to 88-72. Gafford hanging it off to Kyrie. Kyrie trying to shake free from Barrett. Kyrie step back triple over RJ is good. It's a 19-point lead for Dallas. Man, he has been in his bag tonight.
Well, everybody talks about Luka, the fact that Luka's got 24. Kyrie's got 22 on 8 shots.
How about the drive from Jakob Poeltl right there? He just took it past Gafford and laid it up and in. And guess what? Kyrie Irving again from the far wing. He is cooking big time. 6 of 7 from distance. 25 in the game.
Think about this. 25 points on 9 shots.
He's got a season high 6 3-pointers. Grady trying to answer back, can't. Dick tonight 4 of 12 from distance. Dallas leading by 20. Kyrie feeling it, staring down the rookie Mobo. Kyrie shakes, bakes, and Mobo got a piece of it. Cleaned up though by Gafford. Lays it up and in. Dallas by 22.
The size again. One of my things that you really got to be aware of with Dallas, just their size.
Grady Dick, Grimes in front of him, lazy pass out to Barrett, easy pickoff for Luka down the floor, stops on a dime and lays it up and in over his shoulder. And a timeout to the Raptors with Dallas increasing their lead to 24, largest lead of the game. 4:20 to go in the third. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At last, the Subaru winter is here. It's the perfect weather for the beach. Feel the sun's rays on the small amount of skin peeking out of your ski mask. Put on your beach puffer and hear the sound of the waves crashing over the chatter of your teeth. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Your holiday bonus awaits. Visit your local Subaru dealer for details.
Oh, Maya. Maya. She loves being cool. 21 degrees is her favorite number. God, she's the coolest, especially at night. So I raised the temp at 10 p.m. because she gets chilly when she sleeps. Maya loves using less energy, and I love Maya. We're basically besties.
With SmartFlow from Enbridge Sustain, you won't have to think about your HVAC, but it will always be thinking of you. With smart controls and zero upfront costs. Visit EnbridgeSustainSmartFlow.com to learn more.
Hockey is here. Join us at Kelsey's for $5 Molson Canadian and $10 Appies during happy hour. Plus, enter for a chance to win a behind-the-glass experience, jerseys, and tickets. Cheer on your team at Kelsey's, the original Roadhouse. Visit kelseys.ca for full details.
The jolliest couple in the world are taking reservations for breakfast with Santa and Mrs. Claus and brunch with Santa and Mrs. Claus. All happening at Ho Ho Hotel X. Reserve your spot while you can. Book today at hotelxtoronto.com.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590. The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Dallas has increased its lead to 24 points. 51 of the 98 have come from the 1-2 punch, the backcourt combo of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. They are combined 16 of 26 from the floor, including a combined 12 of 19 from three and a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line.
Kyrie Irving's been phenomenal.
Yep.
And he's the guy that makes it run. Luka has a running lead. Luka could not do this alone. They'd be keying on him. They'd be double teaming, taking the ball out of his hands. You take it out of Luka's hands now, and it goes into a guy who is, people are going to fight me on this, who is arguably as good, if not a better offensive player. Not with the size, but in terms of scoring.
Either way, he's a Hall of Fame player, one of the best in history, period. I hear you, Jonesy. Jacoby Walter back into the ballgame for the Raptors. Toronto on the floor, Barrett, Mobo, Mitchell, Walter, Olynyk. And Toronto gets a bucket from Barrett, who's up to 18 points in the ballgame on 8 of 16 shooting. Another solid home outing for RJ after his slow start. He's definitely been there for the last couple of quarters. They need more from him right now, though, with the Raptors trailing by 22, and that'll help as Toronto just forced another turnover. Walter to Mobo to Mitchell, far side, underneath, passed it off to Mobo, deflected, knocked away by Dallas. It'll be Toronto ball on the baseline with 18 on the shot clock.
With all due respect,
spacing was not great, or what?
Well, knowing your personnel, one of the guys you were driving at before you passed was Luka. He's not going to stop you.
Davion inbounding on the baseline. Taking a long time and finally gets it out towards center court. And it goes past center court. I'm not sure what Jacoby Walter was doing there. I mean, it wasn't a great pass from Davion, but Jacoby had a chance to jump up and grab that thing. Walter let it go into the backcourt.
Because he thought the rule was, as it was in college, or when you advance, the ball can go into the backcourt. He didn't know the rule. That's the only explanation I can give. Because you're right, he had plenty of time and a lot of chance to grab that ball.
Raptors have only, quote-unquote, had 10 turnovers in the game, but they've coughed up 20 points off those turnovers, and there could be more coming right now for Dallas. With the ball. So they don't cough up anything off that turnover on that trip. Mobo into the lane, blocked by Gafford. It'll stay with Toronto, 17 on the shot clock. Scotty Barnes going to now come back into the ballgame too. Gafford tonight off the bench with his first block of the ballgame, has 10 points, 3 rebounds. Now RJ Barrett sits down with Barnes coming back in. And Jonesy, Barnes did switch, by the way, back to the red goggles after starting the game with the black.
I wonder if the prescription's different or the view is different.
Or the mojo, the vibes, the voodoo. One hand running floater in the lane, no good for Davion Mitchell. Kyrie Irving came down a little bit awkwardly, and he gets up limping in a bit of a half sprint across center. Luka's got it right now with Mitchell on his right hip. He's out towards center just in front of us. Now on a switch, he's picked up by Scotty Barnes. Fires the pass over in the far corner. And driving to the tin and laying it in is P.J. Washington.
Well, good pass by Luka. Raptors on the strong side. Bad closeout on the weak side. And Washington drives right past it.
Raptors down 24. Mobo, 3 ball toward the far side. Knocks it down clean.
I'd like to see more of that from him.
That breaks up a 12-4 Dallas run, but the Raptors still down big. It's a 21-point lead for Dallas. Kyrie going behind a Washington screen, now gives it up to PJ toward the near sideline. 3-ball, missed it over Olynyk. Rebound to Mobo. He advances it to Scotty Barnes. Dribbling behind the back to try and get by Kyrie Irving. Now finds Olynyk near side. Kelly holding the ball above his head, now down on the waist, whips it over far side to Mobo. Over the shoulder, Walter, 3-ball. Jacoby missed it, and high for the rebound. It's Luka who fires it ahead to Gafford, who got behind the defense. Jacoby Walter gets back, knocks it away from Gafford. Ball tapped around. It was Davion Mitchell into the hands of Mobo, ahead to Barnes. Over to Walter, far side. Walter in the corner now. Olynyk, 3-ball. Frozen rope, triple is good for Kelly Olynyk.
Good scrappiness by the Raptors at the back end. Gafford looked like he was going to get a layup, and it turned into a turnover.
Scotty Barnes now in front of Kyrie Irving. Raptors trailing by 18, 90 seconds to go in the third. Kyrie went right, comes back left, turns and fires on a fade in the paint. Missed it. Rebound is there. Knocked into the hands of Mobo. Picked up by Toronto. Across center comes Barnes. Barnes and Kyrie are jaw-jacking at each other right now as Barnes gets by Kyrie. Now fires a pass out from the hoop out to the perimeter far side. Jacoby Walter missed a wide open look.
It's a good look. It's a great play by Scotty. I think he and Kyrie were going at it because he finally got a miss from Kyrie. Picking up the defense.
Now he's picking up the defense on Luka. Knocks the ball away from Doncic. Luka wanted to call. Gets the ball back. Now turns, fires near sideline. Missed the triple. And now he's complaining about the no call.
No, that was just good defense.
Olynyk ahead to Barnes. Barnes in the lane. Dangerous pass deflected by Dallas. Toronto gets it back. Walter to Mitchell to Olynyk now on the near side. Fake the pass. Goes at Luka. Fouled by Doncic. And now Kelly Olynyk going to the free throw line.
That will be the downfall, Eric. That will be what you just saw there. Kelly Olynyk, by no means a guy who can put you on skates on the perimeter. He's a good playmaking big man and looks good against other big men when he's got him out on the floor. But Luka's not going to sit in his chair and guard you. And that's a smart veteran play by Olynyk. Like, looks up and says, oh, I got Luka? I don't really get into my bag and open up the box of tricks like that, but I don't need to. One move here, one hard move, I go by him, he's going to foul me. And that's what the danger is for Dallas, like Boston did last year. If you start sniffing him out and going at him and then causing him to kind of get off his game and stuff.
Luka Doncic, Jonesy, with the triple-double tonight, the 79th of his career. He just notched it moments ago. 26 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. He turns and fires over Davion Mitchell, misses the jumper. Raptors get the rebound. Toronto has it down to 16 here.
Davion's done a nice job just bodying up on Luka and just being a nuisance.
Get it down to 14 maybe to close out this quarter. Raptors trailed by as many as 24. Toronto in the midst of an 8-0 run. They were down by 16 at the half. That's where it stands right now. Triple for Barnes with 1.8 seconds remaining. Got to play defense here, though. They get it into Grimes, who's not going to get off the shot. And Toronto goes to the fourth quarter, trailing by 13. It looked like it was going to be out of hand, but Toronto has kept themselves in it, and we got a game going to the fourth.
Sure do. They won the quarter by 3 points in spite of it all. And that's what I love about this team, the fact that they just keep hanging in. Let's see what they can mount here in the fourth quarter. What kind of a charge?
Toronto puts up 33 points in the frame, and we go to the fourth with Dallas leading 187 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Ho, ho, holy moly.
Santa, welcome to Indigo.
Heather, Indigo's chief book lover. Just who I was looking for. I need the perfect book for the reader always looking for the incredibly written gem of a novel. Any ideas?
I know just the book. In Winter, I Get Up at Night. A long-awaited new book from award-winning Canadian author Jane Urquhart.
Well, I'm happy I ran into you.
Who's next on your list, Santa?
At Indigo, we've got gifts so special, even Santa shops here.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back to Scotiabank Arena. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Getting set for the final frame with Toronto trailing by 13. They start with the ball. Olynyk straight away. Fires a pass in the near corner to Walter. Driving toward the paint, cut off at the near elbow by Klay Thompson. Fires back over on the sideline to Scotty Barnes, who buries a long 2. They're calling it a long 2. Scotty thought it was a triple, but that toe came over the line. Raptors down 11.
Good stare-down jumper. Davion Mitchell has taken the challenge on Luka and is just in his kitchen, just making it difficult for him, pressuring.
And he's on him right now. Staying with Luka as Doncic got to the baseline, floats up a one-hander, missed the shot, ball tapped around, picked up by Olynyk. Barnes got hit in the face in the process, and now he turns and just fires his glasses into the
broken.
bench.
The lens came out.
Olynyk gave it up to Barnes. Scotty back over to Mobo, far side. Now driving, spinning in the lane, passes back out to Barnes on the perimeter. Taking it at Lively, lost the handle, and a turnover by Toronto. Their 11th of the game. Pull up, far wing, triple no good. Down low, Prosper keeps it alive for Dallas. Out to Klay in front of the Raptor bench. Raptors dodge a big-time bullet as Thompson was wide open. Barnes with the rebound. Across center come the Raptors, trailing by 11. Barnes in the paint, goes at Lively, turns, misses with a left hand, gets his own miss back, fresh 14. Mobo has it. Back over to Barnes, driving at Lively. Now back out on the perimeter to Davion on the wing near side. Triple, no good. Tons of chances for the Raptors here to get it down into single digits, and they're coming up empty. Prosper in the corner to Thompson. Thompson, same spot, different result. Not going to miss twice. 14-point lead for Dallas off the Thompson triple.
Well, Raptors had, as you said, a couple of opportunities. It's key that they keep the push on here. Got to get a quality trip and score here.
Olynyk fakes the handoff on the perimeter, turns, fires, and rips the triple from the north side.
Kelly's looked really good in his return. 13 points in 14 minutes. Hasn't missed a shot.
Dallas again leading by 11, 103-92. Dinwiddie into the paint, bumped by Walter, throws it up off glass, missed the shot, but he's going to get 2 free throws. Dinwiddie goes to the stripe. First free throw is good. Barnes gets the goggles back, or at least a fresh pair. The red ones, as he stays on the floor with Kelly Olynyk now checking out and Jakob Poeltl coming back into the ballgame.
I wonder if Kelly's hit his minutes limit at 15 right now.
Could be. 13 points in 15 minutes off the bench, as Jones had just noted a couple of moments ago. Sits down with 4 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals as well. Dinwiddie made good on both free throws. The lead goes up to 13 for Dallas, 105-92. 9:35 to play in the ballgame.
Dallas in the zone.
Poeltl above the near elbow, hands off to Mobo. Mobo at the free throw line, goes back out on the perimeter to Scotty. Shot clock down to 5. Mobo's got it. He's going to have to hoist it. Shot clock down to 3, and he turns and fires a dead-eye triple to knock Dallas's lead down to 10.
And that's why I'd like to see this kid be more aggressive.
Thompson comes back, gets blocked on the baseline near side by Mobo.
Yep.
Thompson wanted the call, didn't get it. Now Dinwiddie has it. Walter trying to fight through the Doncic screen. On a switch, it's now Walter picked up against Doncic. He fires a pass into the far corner to Prosper, who drives along the baseline. Oh, it looked like a clean block, and they call a foul. Wow. Yak thought he had it clean. They call the foul and send Prosper to the line. Darko's looking up at the replay. Now he's looking at his bench. He wants to know if they should challenge that. The crowd is buzzing right now. Darko's thinking about it. Gonna have to make a decision real soon. Prosper's got the ball.
Well, you know what? I like the fact that the crowd made some noise. They showed the replay, and there was noise. I like that because not necessarily the challenge is going to overturn the call. Like, to be honest, the crowd still should be making all kinds of noise right now. Still booing through the free throw, getting on the ref. I know it's a rebuilding year, and the crowd has kind of gone back to being present but not participating.
Prosper hit the first, missed the second, tracked down his own missed free throw, comes flying over the back of Barnes, no call, and then Thompson takes it away and lays it in. You gotta be kidding me. It looked like a football play out there, Jonesy. Pirtle in the lane, he got hit, no call, back the other way comes Dallas, and then Mitchell takes it away from Irving. I feel like the officials have got no control right here the last minute or so. Mobo up top to Mitchell. Davion driving on Thompson in the lane. That was the least egregious play I've seen in the last 60 seconds.
Davion did a good job of selling it, driving in, taking that layup on the wrong foot. Right-hand layup with a right foot takeoff. But it is... You just have to make your mind up when they're like this that you're not going to get a call and you're just going to have to play through the contact.
Free throws tonight, 27 attempts for Dallas, 23 of 27. The Raptors only 12, now make it 13, and their first miss of the night, 12 of second free throw is good. Raptors trailing 108-96. Lively down low to Dinwiddie under the 10, and we've got a foul going against R.J. Barrett on the floor, allegedly holding Kyrie Irving. That was actually a good foul in the end because Dinwiddie had found himself wide open underneath. Kyrie inbounding from the near sideline, finds Thompson into the paint, goes back out on the perimeter to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, now he drives into the paint, goes over to Prosper in the near corner. The Thompson three ball's good. Right in front of the Raptor bench. Clay now up to 21. Are they calling it along too?
Well, it's a pretty good third option, Clay Thompson. And you got Luka and Kyrie and surrounded by a shooter in Clay.
We'll double check that. It might be along two. That's a close to with Jonathan Mobo right under the 10, dunking it down off the fine from Jakob Poeltl.
Great pass by Poeltl. Great chemistry with the two of them.
Dinwiddie up top to Kyrie Irving. Looks up at the clock. Shot clock down to 11. Lively comes up, sets a screen, sticks out the hip, and Davion Mitchell helps sell that one. Kyrie Irving doesn't like the call, but we're turning it over and heading the other way.
One of my things has always been poor screen setting and poor screen usage. And Kyrie Irving not close enough to Lively there. If you allow Davion Mitchell any kind of a crack, he's going to fight over to stay attached to his man without creating a switch. And more often than not, it'll be an offensive foul.
Barrett to Poeltl at the free throw line. Poeltl faked the pass, keeps it himself, goes at Gafford, turns, fires, and floats up a soft one-hander. Raptors have it down to 10. Still a ton of time, 7:15 to play, as Dallas inbounds the ball. Dinwiddie will bring it up.
Love the fight from this Toronto team. Love the fight right now.
Across center comes Dinwiddie. Barrett riding his hip. Dinwiddie keeps it himself and then leans in, draws contact, and he will go to the free throw line.
I think the officials need to be aware of the dare I say, growing craftiness of offensive players.
Okay.
An example there where Dinwiddie was dribbling with his left hand. Barrett was in a stance. Dinwiddie put his right hand between Barrett's arm and his body, and then tried to get it out by coming between the arm and the body up through the armpit, and it makes it look like RJ's fouling him when all of it's being created by the offense. And that's where I think the referees really have to be aware. Those are things that need to start to be called offensive fouls. Or if you don't want to call it a foul, call it a violation. But the offense gaining an advantage there.
Dinwiddie makes good on both. Lead grows to 12 for Dallas. They've been up by as many as 24. Raptors had a 5-point lead early in the game, but it's been all Dallas since. Toronto trying to make a big comeback here in the fourth frame. Pirtle spinning away from Gafford, got toward the right block, driving, missed the shot, and the tip by Barnes no good, but Yak was fouled first, and it's going to be 2 free throws coming after the timeout for Jakob Pirtle.
I love the fact that that's about the third time that Pirtle has brought Lively, Gafford out onto the floor, and with the Raptors spacing the floor, he's got all kinds of room to work. I like that he's taken the ball to the goal there.
We'll step aside for the break with 6:44 to go. Raptors trailing 112-100 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Say hello to healthier, happier feet, Ontario. Kintec has 3 more locations in the Greater Toronto Area. Come in today and let our fit experts bring comfort and support to every adventure with custom orthotics, supportive braces, and top footwear brands. With new locations in Mississauga, Toronto, and Richmond Hill, along with our location in Whitby, there's always a Kintec nearby to keep you active and on your feet for life. Your feet take you everywhere. Let Kintec take care of them.
Kintec footwear and orthotics. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Active, great, and Ross.
Grab the savings while you grab life by the road with BF Goodrich Tires. From October 4th to December 20th, buy 4 select BF Goodrich tires and save up to $70 via prepaid MasterCard. From tires to tune-ups, we won't be undersold. There's no better place to buy your BF Goodrich tires than
Active, great, and Ross.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 112-100, Dallas leading with 6:44 to play. All right, Jonesy, I got something for you that has nothing to do with this game tonight, but his name has come up, so we're going to mention it. Luka Doncic, his name has come up, has the triple-double tonight. 26 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. All right?
Okay.
Entering action tonight, the Washington Wizards had lost 16 straight games. They are 2-18 at the bottom of the East, at the bottom of the entire NBA. Tonight, against your boy, Nikola Jokic, who finished with a career-high 56 points, had 16 rebounds, and missed the triple-double, but he had 8 assists. The Nuggets lose to the Wizards 122-113 as Washington snaps its 16-game losing streak with Jokic going off for a career-high 56. And former Raptor Jonas Valanciunas, a part of the onslaught on the other side with 20 points, 12 rebounds, and Jordan Poole had 39.
56 and you lose.
56 and 16 and they lose.
The problem is everybody be talking about the 56, not the fact that he lost.
Free throws good for Yak, who's done a much better job at the stripe this season. And again, the Dallas lead is down to 10. Raptors battle and force another turnover. Ochai ahead to Barnes. Back to Abaji. Left hand missed it. Follow with the tip is good. Grady Dick. Raptors have it down to 8.
Well, great job by Ochai. And then the follow by Grady, not giving up on the play.
Dinwiddie over to Kyrie, far side, driving, got into the paint. Leaner goes from about 8 feet over Ochai, back up to 10.
That's so tough.
Across center comes Barnes. Halfway through the fourth quarter now, 5:55 to play. Grady with the handoff from Pirtle, got to the baseline, missed the shot, and Klay Thompson with the rebound. Somebody was screaming for a foul, but no whistle was blown. Dallas brings it across center with a 10-point lead. Kyrie turning the corner. Far sideline, double team. Now whips a pass out to Dinwiddie. Open look on the perimeter. Dinwiddie missed it. A hold down low. Gafford on Ochai. They don't call it. And then Ochai boxes out Gafford to secure the rebound for Toronto off the second Dallas miss. That one from Thompson. Beautiful pass down low from Barnes to Ochai, who lays it up and in. And Toronto again has it down to 8.
Well, great job by Scotty and Ochai. Ochai really become a player moving well without the basketball and finding open spots.
Ochai with just his second bucket of the game for Barnes. That was his season high 13th assist. Kyrie, bounce pass into the near corner to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie hands it off back to Kyrie, near sideline triple. Nice contest by Walter. Rebound to Pirtle, who gives it to Barnes. Across center comes Scotty. 4:47 to go. Scotty to Pirtle above the far elbow. Yak hands it off to Walter. Turns, fires, mid-range jumper is good for Jacoby. Jason Kidd calls the timeout. Raptors have cut it to 6. The crowd should be firing it up right now. Let's go.
Toronto really making a terrific run when you think about the fact that they were down 24 at one point. You're right, Eric. This place should be shaking from the foundation. I love the gritty effort of this team. Love the fact that they refuse to give in, refuse to pack it in, or fold a tent.
We'll step aside for the break with the Raptors trailing by 6, 114-108, 4:37 to go. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet radio networks, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Desjardins Insurance cares a lot about their clients. In fact, it's packed with such a ginormous amount of vast and substantial care that's bursting with even more whoppingly humongous and colossal care. You might be a little surprised when we tell you that all of that care fits in the palm of your hand. With the Desjardins Insurance mobile app, you'll get a big hand with 24/7 paper-free access to all of your home and auto policies, including your digital pink slip. Get insurance that's really big on care at Desjardins.com/care.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Back at Scotiabank Arena, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 4:37 to go in the ball game. I mentioned a couple of moments ago, Jonesy, Scotty Barnes with the season high 13 assists. That's also the career high 13 assists for Scotty Barnes, and he's flirting with the triple-double right now as well. He is only 2 rebounds shy from the triple-double, 16 points. 13 assists, 8 rebounds, adding 2 steals and a block as well on a very efficient 7 of 13 from the floor. Top scorer for the Raptors, Grady Dick with 22. Another solid night for RJ Barrett with 18 points for the Raptors on 50% shooting. He's still on the bench right now for T.O. and we'll see if he gets back into the ball game. Luka Doncic, he has the triple-double right now, gives it up to Kyrie Irving on the wing in front of us. Now driving, got into the paint, and hands it off in the back door to Derek Lively, who dumps it down on a dunk, and Dallas increases their lead to 8.
Well, middle penetration. Now people come over to help. Your big guys have to come and help, and it springs Lively.
Grady trying to get free from Dinwiddie. Gets into the paint, off glass, missed the scoop, picked up and cleaned up by Pirtle. His putback no good, but he's going to have to earn 2 at the stripe. Nice activity down low from Pirtle.
Good job by Grady on the drive there. Under control, creating some space and getting into the lane.
Veteran Garrett Temple calling over Ochai Agbaji to the sideline to give him a few words. And Ochai nods his head, a little slap on the backside from Garrett Temple as Ochai goes back out on the floor along with Grady Dick, who would come over to talk to Darko Rajakovic. Jakob Poeltl knocks down the free throw. Yak with 19 points in the ballgame. Very quiet 19 on 7 of 10.
The 6 rebounds and 6 assists, not too shabby either.
Second free throw clean. The big man doing his job. A perfect night at the stripe for Jakob Poeltl. In fact, the Raptors as a team have missed only 1 all evening. On a 14-6 run, the Raptors have again cut it to 6. It's a 2-possession game with 3:52 to play. Lively trying to find Luka, but Davion Mitchell denying it. Instead, it's P.J. Washington in the lane, goes back out on the perimeter to Luka. This time he got a step on Mitchell, and they're going to call a foul on Mitchell on the floor. It'll be sideline out of bounds for Dallas.
Unless they're in the bonus.
That is the bonus? Yep, that is the 15th foul.
Davion doing a really good job denying Luka. I mean, they tried to get it back to him. He made it difficult.
These are only attempts, Jones. He sort of cut you off. Attempts 3 and 4 for Luka tonight. First one good. Doncic up to 27, matching Kyrie's same total. He'd have the team high, game high right here. If he knocks this one down, it's up and it's in. 28 for Luka. Lead is 8 for Dallas. 3:44 to play.
Still lots of time if you're Toronto. Means a quality trip on this.
Barnes.
Time up the floor.
At the far elbow on a switch picked up by Lively. Now he backs up to the perimeter. Still has Lively in front of him. Now over to Luka. Time to go to work. Barnes on Doncic into the paint, goes in the near corner to Ochai for 3, who missed it. I would have liked to have seen Scotty attack Luka.
Yeah, he got the penetration for the kick out, and he smartly called for the screen to get the switch to get Luka on him.
Luka spinning away from Grady and then sliding back into a triple on the far sideline, missed it. Raptors come away with the rebound, back the other way. Grady in the paint, free throw line jumper is good. Again, it's down to 6. Toronto's had it here 3 times. They've never been able to get closer. See if they can bust through right here, if they can get another defensive stop. Dinwiddie around a Doncic screen. Grady Dick fights through it. He's still in front of Dinwiddie.
Well, good help there by Davion Mitchell to help him through it.
Now Dinwiddie went left, spins right, floats it up, missed the shot. Tip no good by Lively. Grady comes away with the ball. Great job by Grady in traffic. Raptors could indeed get it down to 4, maybe 3. Mitchell in the near corner, along the baseline. Out to an open Barnes, no good. And down low high for the rebound. P.J. Washington gets it, and as he tries to outlet to Luka, it's tapped away by Barnes. Ahead to Mitchell, Davion in the lane. To Poeltl, back to the trailer, it's Barnes. Around the Poeltl screen at the near elbow. Game clock down to 2:04.
Clear it out. Yep.
And Barnes throws it to Poeltl over his head. Turnover, Toronto.
You might have heard me say clear it out because Poeltl was being guarded by Luka. That was the best thing to do. Unfortunately, the pass went awry.
Raptors trail by 6 now with 1:47 to play. Luka turns the corner down Main Street. Finger roll is good. Across center. Barnes has it. Grady Dick turns, fires on a triple. Dead-eye shot right in the face of Kyrie after Irving had got that bucket to go. Raptors now have cut it to 5. This the closest they've been.
Really good job as they keep fighting.
Dinwiddie. Grady on his right hip. Luka comes over, gets the ball. 1:18 to go. Luka now back up top to Dinwiddie. Over on the far side, P.J. Washington, 3, no good. Rebound, Ochai to Mitchell. Over to Barnes, far sideline across center. Barnes into the paint, toward the baseline, missed it, cleaned up by Yak. That's a goaltend. Yes.
They got it. Really good job by Jakob hanging around. I didn't think, to be honest, I thought the block was clean. I didn't, but you might be right, Jonesy. I thought it was floated it up. I don't know if it got to the glass. It was definitely not over the rim. It's just a matter of whether it got to the glass or not. It was a bang-bang play. From our angle, I didn't see the glass. I didn't see it touch the glass, which made me think it was clean. But they're going to review it.
We had one quick look from our TV friends and haven't seen another angle yet, so we'll let you know what we think, folks, when we see another look at it in a moment. And we're getting it right now. Pirtle down low. It might not hit glass, Jonesy. You might be right. You might be right.
The other angle showed the ball against the glass. And generally when you have glass ball hand, it's all together.
Following review, we have a legal block. It is not goaltending on the play. The ball was loose following the block. We have a jump ball, center circle, any two, 24 on the shot clock.
They got it right.
Yep, they did.
And when I first saw it, I thought it was a clean block.
Yeah, I didn't. From our angle, I definitely thought it hit the glass. So the Raptors had it down to 3, or so they thought. It's back up to 5 now for Dallas, and we'll have a jump ball at center court. 1:02 to play. Raptors trailing 120-115. This has turned into one heck of a ball game in this fourth quarter, and it started late third. Jakob Poeltl standing in the middle against Derek Lively. Key jump right here. Again, 1:02 remaining. And Dallas wins the jump. I don't think that was a great toss. Doncic. Washington blows a tire. Oh, they bail him out with a trip. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, man.
I'd be reviewing that one. No chance. Review that. We just saw the replay. Kyrie Irving just falls to the floor.
Well, he got his feet tangled up. Davion was retreating, and P.J. Washington got his feet tangled up. To be honest, in front of 19,700 people, they're not going to overturn that. They're going to say that the feet got tangled up, and Davion's going to get called for the foul. I would be surprised if they overturn that.
He tripped himself, Jonesy. Hey, listen, I trust you. You get him right all the time. He tripped on his own feet.
Maybe he did the second time. The first contact there.
The foot contact by the defender is a defensive foul.
Right.
Therefore, we have a
That is not right.
challenge.
That is not right.
On the line for 2.
That is not right.
I know it's not right, but I told you what they were going to call, right? In front of 19,700 people, right? There was foot-to-foot contact, and then P.J. Washington took another step and lost his balance. So they're calling the foul not when he lost his balance. They're calling it on the foot-to-foot contact before he lost his balance. I just, Eric, that's their. I told you, 19,700 people. They're not going to go and say at a heated time, yes, we were wrong. They are going to look for validation and verification that they were right in making the call. I agree with you.
I hear your explanation, and you're 100% right.
If we're playing in the schoolyard, we're fighting about that one.
Yeah.
We're shooting for it.
First free throw is good. 121-115. Lead is up to 6 for the Mavericks. Raptors have no timeouts left and no fouls to give. Second free throw, good. 7-point lead, 48.2 seconds to play. Raptors thought they had it down to 3, had a bucket wiped out. Then they thought they were getting the ball back down 5. Review no good. Grady Dick, 3-ball far wing, is an air ball, and Luka has it. And he's fouled, and that's probably going to do it, folks. And Raptors down 7 with 36.9 seconds remaining.
Grady's saying to referee Aaron Smith, where's the foul on me? There was contact, and Grady's right. When you think about those 4 letters that Monty McCutcheon talks about, speed, balance.
Was it
quickness.
Dinwiddie that was behind him?
Yeah.
On his backside, basically on his hip?
Speed, balance, quickness, rhythm. His balance and rhythm definitely destroyed.
Jason Kidd staring down somebody in the stands. I didn't hear what was said, but there is a Raptor fan standing there, jawing back at him. And I think Kidd is trying to figure out why security or somebody hasn't been called in. I don't know what happened, though. Either way, the free throws were just made by Luka Doncic. It's a 9-point lead, down to 6 on a Scotty Barnes 3-ball from straight away. 31 seconds remain. Raptors pick up their defense. Again, Toronto with no timeouts. Dallas inbounds. They get it to Kyrie. Kyrie spinning away at center court, driving down toward the baseline. Raptors just trying to play this out here defensively, trying to get the ball. And I don't know if Toronto intended to take a foul, but they did just get whistled for a foul. Who are they calling it against? Grady Dick? No, Jakob Poeltl. We got Derek Lively. So Raptors down 6 with 21.5 to go.
It's the guy you want to foul. He's only a 60% free throw shooter, although he knocks in the first one. Yeah.
Well, look what he's done tonight, 5 of 5. So it looks like the Raptors are, well, Lively misses the second. It's a 7-point lead, 125-118. 17 seconds to go. Davion Mitchell to Scotty Barnes, driving toward the 10. He was blocked down low by Washington. It's picked up by Luka, and that's going to do it. Dallas brings it across center court, and Toronto's going to drop its second straight game at home, and that will drop Toronto to 6-6 on their home floor. And Luka, after the horn goes, heaves it up at the rim. Missed the shot, didn't matter. 125-118 is the final. The Raptors lose by 7. They were down by as many as 24. They fight, scratch, claw, make the comeback, but it falls short as Toronto loses again, 125-118.
Really good fight by the Raptors. They had every reason to fold the 10, as I said, trailing by 24. They did a really nice job of hanging in, and finally giving up the ghost. But man, did they play hard, and they had some good numbers. I mean, we think about Scotty, 19-8, career high 14 assists. Poeltl with 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. It augurs well when Toronto gets healthy, but at the same time, there's no moral victories. That's still a loss.
We'll step aside for the break, come back with some of the numbers that Jonesy didn't give you, and we'll get set to wrap it up and hand off to post-game coverage with Daniela Franceschi as Toronto loses 125-118 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Green. 10 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the St. Louis Blues. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930, Blues on Internet 940.
What's up, Raptors fans? Thank you for hanging out with us together, We the North, here on Toronto Sports Insider, making a difference in our awesome community every single game. Just wanted to stop and say thank you guys for hitting that like button. Thank you for sharing this link out and helping me grow this Toronto Raptors community. We're doing big things with SickKids Hospital in Toronto. We're going to only do bigger things in the future. So I said to the Leafs fans, send me some ideas of some campaigns that you guys think may benefit the community as far as donating money for sick kids. If you have any of those ideas, send an email to me at torontosportsinsider@gmail.com. And let's see if we can't continue changing the world one insider at a time. Thank you, insiders. We'll see you guys back in the chat. Let's go Raptors.
Marymount faces Nevada on XM 384 Internet 974. 9 p.m., New Mexico faces New Mexico State on XM 382 Internet 972. 9 p.m., Utah State faces Utah Tech on XM 383 Internet 973. 10 p.m., Gonzaga faces Kentucky, Gonzaga on Sirius XM and Internet channels 83, Kentucky on Sirius 106 XM 190 and Internet 960. 10 p.m., San Diego State takes on San Diego on XM 385 Internet 975. In NCAA College Women's Basketball, 9 p.m., UConn takes on Louisville, UConn on Sirius 85 XM 202 and Internet 964.